we're just gonna skip over the fact that T would be a Rays
Yeah,
fan.
why T? What's that all about?
Yeah, why?
I think it would just be funky. It would be a little bit different.
Dude,
Oh my
that's
God.
fucking insane, dude.
What are you?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What's up and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 583, presented by Underdog Fantasy. It is the home of your 85-71 second wild card team, Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified GN, a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Jake Yazzie.
Fuck yeah, I think.
Fuck yeah. I don't think the Red Sox deserve the real opening on this episode, but I did it to try and change the vibes right off the bat because I am so sick and tired of being in a, and trust me, it's not lost on me. 7 times that they've gone for the sweep and failed. 7 times.
1 and 6 in the last 7, I believe.
But 7 times they've gone for the sweep and failed.
Bang.
And I understand sweeping big league teams, very hard to do. I'm not saying that they, every single time that you are in a position to sweep, that you should just sweep. Like, that's what you do. You win the first 2, you have to win the last one. That's not true. But tonight, if you're listening to this on the off day, last night, probably should have won that game. They had many, 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 many instances where they should have won this game. We're going to talk about all of them. Because I feel like if you're listening to this podcast on the off day, Monday morning, sometime during Monday before the Toronto Blue Jays series, I feel like the talking points that you're going to be most interested in are in regards to this game and not necessarily the first 2 games in which they won. There are talking points and we will get to them. But to break away from the format of not jumping ahead, I feel like this time of the year, when you have 6 games left and every game means something, pretty much if you're the Red Sox, the playoffs have already started. Magic number is 4, T?
Yes.
I thought it was 5.
I think it's 5, right?
5?
It's 5 or
5.
4?
Yes, it's 5. It's 5. I think it's 5.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 5. Magic number is 5. Because the Red Sox didn't win. It would have been 4. But yeah, let's start right there. Before we do that, let's talk about the Underdog Fantasy app real quick. Real quick. MLB season is in full swing. Underdog Fantasy wants to make it a lot more interesting. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. Playing their pick'em game is as simple as selecting higher or lower on player stats like strikeouts, total bases, home runs, and so much more. I'm going to put a pick'em out today. It's been a minute. I don't think I put one out last week, so I got to put one out Monday morning. Pick'ems are back. Let's win some money together. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's Jared to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. Let's do a pick 'em as many times as we can this week because we have but precious moments left in this season. And if you're a Red Sox fan, which I'm assuming you are if you're listening to this, unless you're
Unless you're not.
unless you're like a Rays fan being like, oh, I want to hear them cry. We're not going to cry. We won the series. Fuck you. But I think
eliminated you.
Yeah, your season's
Fuck
over.
you to those hypothetical Rays fans that are tuning in right now.
I'm sure there's like 3. There's got to be like 3, right?
Yeah.
If I wasn't a Red Sox fan, I think I'd be a Rays fan.
If you're a Rays fan listening, just let us know so we can confirm that you got accurately roasted.
Wait, we're just going to skip over the fact that T would be a Rays
fan?
fan?
Why, T? What's that all about?
Yeah, why?
I think it would just be funky. It would be a little bit different.
Dude,
oh my
that's
God.
Fucking insane, dude.
What are you
doing? What are you doing?
Right off the top of the show, it's not like you
That's
could be...
the first time you were prompted to speak, and it just makes me wonder, like, what do you say when no one's around and no cameras are on?
He said it so easily. It just came out.
It was like one of the first words he said. That's crazy.
God.
It's the last week of the season.
T.
2022, 2023, 2024, 20. This is your 4th season doing this. Wow. 4 basically full seasons, and you're out here puking on yourself like that.
I have a drug problem. I'm gonna go down this route. I'm gonna confess. I'm gonna come clean so no one can really shit on me. We're gonna just push through this moment, but currently going through some serious drug withdrawals, clearly.
I just say crazy stuff, man. Like I'm doing a bunch of drugs and like words come out, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I have a drug problem.
So much for a shift in the vibes, Jerry.
I mean, we tried. We tried,
Tried our
right?
best,
Jesus.
Immediately
I'm not
pushed
good in the
outdoors.
first inning. In the first inning, I give it up every single time.
I mean, it's bad, dude. It really is.
Jared Carabas.
It's been some rough starts lately, T. It's been some rough starts.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Who have
nuts.
been like starters like that in the past that they got like an 8 ERA in the
Pivetta.
first? Yeah, Pivetta.
Yeah,
You're the Nick Pivetta of the show. Yeah.
Bayo recently, that's kind of what T
Yeah.
is right now. Yeah.
That means I
Jared
could get Cy
Carabas.
Young votes next year.
Big Maple,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
specifically with the Yankees. If he couldn't get out of the first, it was a bloodbath.
Mm.
Man,
I apologize.
I don't know if that's
believe
good
you.
enough.
he's got a drug
Yeah.
problem, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah. At this point, man.
Can't get mad at me. I'm
Jesus.
addicted to drugs.
Right.
So that means I can say whatever I want.
Crazy, dude.
Great.
Man.
All right. Tonight's game,
Ugh.
I don't want to call it an abomination, but it was pretty bad. Like there were several moments over the course of tonight's game where you're sitting there being like, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna jump around because I don't have the notebook, so I don't remember like what innings were what. I just remember what incidents that I took mental notes of. Like this was an incident that could lead to a loss. Let's start with that unjustifiable send by Huddy.
Maybe the
on
worst
Romy.
send I've ever seen.
Fourth
he
inning.
stopped. He stopped. Like the fastest that he ran was after he was told to go because he was like, "Oh, I'm definitely not going here," and then got thrown up by a fucking mile. The Bregman play that Bregman got the error on. Where did you guys stand on that? Like, does Connor
Both
Wong
of
have
them
to scoop
sucked.
that? Is it a bad? I think it's both. Like bad throw should have
Yeah.
scooped.
I think I'm surprised that Wong missed it because, yeah, it's in the dirt, but it wasn't like an atrocious throw. Like there was plenty of time. Obviously, Breggy will be the first to tell you that throw's got to be better. That throw is
Yeah,
pretty
throw's
bad.
gonna be better,
but still,
he
like
didn't fucking air
if you're
mill
an
it.
MLB catcher, you got to be able to scoop that. That wasn't a no man's land. It's like that's a pretty easy pick, and he even had a chance to pick it up and still tag Caminero. And he didn't do that. So, like, he messed up twice on that play. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not great.
I think the Romy Gonzalez thing kind of speaks to me as not recognizing who the player has been this year. I know you go back a year ago and people were kind of surprised when I put out that sprint speed tweet the other day of who the fastest guys are on the team.
Yeah.
Last year, Romy Gonzalez was 90th percentile sprint speed. This year, he's 74th. And part of it is, I think, him trying to adjust to playing every day. He's a guy we see when he gets banged up. Does not move very well. It gets kind of very, what's the word? Clunky.
Lumbering?
Yeah, that's a good
Oof.
word for it too. Just not as athletic. And you're in this spot here. People want to be like, well, in game one, you loved the Nate Eaton send. You loved how aggressive
Way
they were. Nate Eaton's one of the fastest players in baseball, and he is the fastest player on the Red Sox.
And also, Nate Eaton was hauling
He's
ass.
running.
Romy
Yes.
was
Just
not.
It was a hit and run, full speed. But there's been moments I think Kyle Hudson has had this year, and it's a little disappointing for me to say it. And Cora's going to defend his guy after the game. I don't think it's been a great year for Kyle Hudson. I think there's been a few different moments. And I immediately, when Nate Eaton scored from first the other day, all I could think was that Colton Cowser moment where they didn't send him in that game against the Orioles and lost. I think he just had a few
Did you hear
of those.
Cora's comments after the game about it, the play?
Yeah, he was like, that's going to be my guy there. I'm going to defend him. I'm always going to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. We kind of got to live with it, right?
He said, I've never been a third base coach, so like I'll never question him. And it's like, well,
Okay.
you're the manager. Like if you disagree with the send, you should be able to question him, no?
Your brother's also a third base coach. I'm sure they discuss
I
things like
gotta
this quite
think they've
often.
had talks about this. Many
He's
a
very
times.
aggressive, to be fair, Joey Cora. He's might be the most aggressive in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad send. I mean, if everyone universally in the moment was like if you are saying what the fuck during the send
Yes.
before the throw even gets there,
Exactly.
it's a
Yeah.
bad send.
I was about to just
Yeah.
look back at my phone just to be like, okay, well, this play is over. Like, there's nothing else that's going to happen here. And it's like, what? He's going? Honestly,
Yeah.
I, jokes aside, assumed like the left fielder fell over or something. I thought something crazy happened. He's like, okay, yeah, you got to go. Like, you have to tag up here. He didn't even like wave him. He just like pointed home. And then I'm telling you, dude, Kyle Hudson does this all the time and it drives me nuts. You don't need to run with the runner. You don't need to run with the base runner. He thinks that it's going to like give him this extra little boost or something. Like and I think it's illegal technically. I don't think you're supposed to go outside the box
Leave
that
the
much.
box.
What he did
yeah.
later was super.
It was like way more illegal. But I credit to Romy because after he gets thrown out, he immediately looks back at him as if to say, like, what the fuck was that, dude? You just made me look like an idiot. That's
Yeah.
what he did with that send.
It's
Yeah.
also that ball was in left field. Nate Eaton's ball where he came and scored on was in center field. So, we're talking different things here. We're talking the play was right in front of the left field. You're seeing it all happen right in front of you.
And Jared had mentioned it. He has all the momentum in the world, Eaton. He did not stop. It was all one motion. And even like before he touched second, I thought he might be able to score. None of us would have thought Romy was going to score there. Makes no sense.
And Nate Eaton, the other thing too, Nate Eaton knew that it was Section 10 night. So he's like,
Yes.
it's the fucking bottom of the 10th. Like at no point, even if he got the stop sign, he was going. Romy was pulling up at third base until he wasn't. I would say the greatest offender on the night, Nathaniel Lowe, punching out with the bases loaded twice and then punching out with runners at the corners. He literally left 8 men on base just himself. The Red Sox in total went 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and it doesn't even feel like that. They
feels
left
better
10
than
on
it
base.
was.
Yeah, they left 10 men stranded. And Nathaniel Lowe, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
Even his one RBI was supposed to be that Romy Gonzalez play.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, man. Like, I understand, like, in the first inning, okay. And then you get the opportunity to redeem yourself. But then the third, it wasn't even the bases loaded at bat. It was the third instance where it was runners at the corners and there was one out. So I don't even need you to hit a homer. I don't need you to get a hit. Hit the ball in the fucking air. Like, tie the game. It was 4-3, I believe, in the 7th inning. And there was one out. Put the ball in the fucking air and he strikes out again. So just, yeah, not a great night for Nathaniel Lowe. Love him, but I mean, bad night. Bad night. He doesn't need us to tell him that.
Honestly.
Yeah, he's
been better as of late. The extra base hits
Bad
haven't
night.
been there, but I think it's a 5-game hitting streak right now. 368 over his last 7 games.
A lot of those
Bad
are like
night.
bloops. It's not.
A lot of singles.
Yeah.
Singles. I'm not trying to tell you it's been power or anything like that, but felt like for a 2-week span there, he was useless. And been a bit better.
for a Gold Glove first baseman, there's been some
no.
plays where he's been trying to like pick it over there, and he's looking like Casas over there.
he looks
so.
like Travis Shaw, dude. He looks like Travis Shaw at the end.
Whoa.
He does. Velocity, good luck.
I'm not blaming him. I don't think he's not on the hook for the loss in any way. But Wilyer Abreu 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts in his return.
Tough.
I mean, what do you expect?
He got
Guys
abused.
he's missed a month. There was no rehab games. It was just go try and fucking hit the ball. He did not succeed in doing that. He looks uncomfortable. Coming back and facing a dude that throws 99 with like a wipeout slider, like it's going to be an uncomfy at bat for anybody. Never mind a guy that hasn't seen live pitching in over a month. It was 30 days, 29 games that he missed. So, I mean, I was kind of just looking for the test of what does he look like having to like run out a ball to first base. Never got to find out. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. So that is something to note. That at bat, I believe, was it the 7th or the 8th? I mean, again, not a reason that they lost, but something to point out. Cedon Rafael is at bat. He didn't strike out. I think he popped up to the infield to make the last out after Nathaniel Lowe. So that would have been the 7th.
He had that pitch very high that he swung
awful
at
swing.
during that
Yeah,
at bat.
dude,
Awful.
there was a pitch that was fucking 8 inches in off the plate. He swung at that, fouled it off somehow. There was a pitch that was 20 feet above the zone, swung at that. Like, he's not up there to walk, but like, I get it. He's had a lot of moments where he's been the hero. He's had the big hit. He's probably had the most of the big hits of this entire season. So I get it. Like when you're feeling it, when you're in the moment, swing away. If you can do it, great. But there's a lot of times where I feel like the moment finds him, and he's had some big wins, but he's had some big misses too, where it's like if you were to just take the walk that they're trying to give you, then at least you keep the line moving for the next guy. You don't have to swing at every single pitch. It's like he tries to, instead of taking the walk, he's trying to fucking foul off everything so that he can get a pitch to hit so that he can be the hero. Just take the walk. He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, if you want to pull up just like the strike zone chart of that
Dude,
at bat,
it's crazy.
There's 4 pitches that aren't even near the
they
zone.
They barely
like,
make it in the chart. And I'm not obviously the strike zone, like the entire wide version of that. The pitches barely are in there. That's how
to
bad
his
they
credit, he had one of the best offensive series of any player in the last 3 games.
I mean,
you
I'm
know?
just
Doesn't
talking
make
about
it
tonight.
any
This
easier,
is
but
just tonight. Just tonight.
I mean, it's a double and people get thrown out and they can't score. So it's like he hit his double and is wrong at bat. I don't know what he's supposed to do there. He was never going to draw a walk there. He didn't strike out like the asshole hitting in front of him.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it was still a bad at bat. Like if these pitches, I get it when you are trying to protect the plate. There's 2 strikes, and it's like it may not be a strike, but you're fouling off. These pitches were nowhere close to the strike zone, and he's hacking for the moon. You can't do that, especially in that spot when it's a 1-run game, 7th inning, and you've got a run. The tying run is 90 feet away, and your walk would have loaded the bases. Can't happen.
We're
Duran,
nasty with the bases loaded.
huh?
This team breaks with the bases loaded.
I understand, but you got to keep the line moving. Duran, that like getting caught in between first and second, like he just it was like I don't know what happened on that play there. But that's another thing that can happen. There was just a number of plays where like ultimately the Rays kind of ran away with it at the end, but I think that's where we call into question the bullpen management. Why not Garrett Whitlock in the 8th inning?
he was warming, as we saw, so it seemed like one of those things where they had to tie the game essentially to get him to come in. But he had thrown 13 pitches the night before, and I saw a couple people, even on the broadcast, Lou mentioned it, like, you got to either be tied or ahead for him to enter the game. That's just not true. Like, September 13th, he pitched when the Red Sox were behind. August 11th against the Astros. We've seen when they've been in a pinch or they really need to go get a game, or it's kind of a moment where maybe we're about to get hot here, or this could kind of change the narrative around the team. Cora's willing to pull that lever, and this felt like one of those spots when you saw the losses today and how it would impact the standings. The chance to go up another game on the Guardians, right? And they just weren't willing to push that hard. Instead, Zach Kelly out there for a second inning, some bad BABIP luck. And then you have Peyton Tolley kind of coming in for the first time in a really high leverage-ish spot in the middle of an inning, and he just didn't look ready for it. Looked uncomfortable.
Well, I'll say this about Peyton Tolley. I don't think it's a matter of he's not ready for the big moment. It's like pressure-wise, like he can't handle the pressure. He doesn't have the pitch arsenal for it. Like the secondary stuff's just not ready. And I get the fastball's electric, and last time out it was 99.7. Like he's throwing fuzzballs up there. But if you don't have at least one secondary pitch, just one that you can trust in a situation like that, then these are big league hitters. They're going to be able to time up a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, even if it is 100 in the tank that you have that you're bringing to the table as a reliever. So I'm not worried about him in the bright lights or anything like that. But I think it's going to be a situation where you need some tinkering. Like they called him up after what? It was 3 starts at AAA.
3 starts.
3 starts. Start of the year at High A.
Yep.
Start of the year at High A. Now he's a guy that's getting some of the most important outs out of the bullpen of the season for you. So I'm willing to cut Peyton Tolley some slack. And at the time of his call up, we all knew that it was fastball, and then everything else was a work in progress. That's what we knew on day one. So, like, can I sit here and say, what the fuck? Where's the secondary pitch? Like, we knew that was going to be a thing, and now we're dealing with the consequences.
I worry about the secondaries more if like you're going through the order multiple times and you're trying to survive. I think in this one, like,
you can't just blow fastballs.
No, but you got to throw it in the strike zone, and he wasn't doing that. And
sure,
like you come in and you walk Brandon Lau on 5 pitches. So that's a tough spot.
If you can't locate your fastball, that's when guys go to their other shit. Like, that's where it pays to have something else.
I think you can survive with a good fastball and a fine secondary. I just don't think he was locating the ball whatsoever tonight. And that's just what it is. He didn't have it, but I think more of my problem is Garrett Whitlock in that spot with the off day tomorrow as well. If you're not willing to push it as much as you can there with Houston losing and Cleveland losing, even Detroit losing, when is that moment? When are you going to go there? Because it wasn't like Whitlock pitched a ton yesterday. It was 13 pitches. Like, why not be aggressive with the best guys in your lineup coming up in the ninth, especially when it felt like, man, this game, it feels like the Red Sox should take it. It feels like momentum's building. You put up those runs in the 7th inning. I don't know. I just wasn't willing to, kind of throw the game away or somewhat punt at that moment in time.
Jared?
Question for you guys. Do you think we would have seen Whitlock in the 8th if Cleveland and Houston won tonight?
No.
It still feels a little early to be doing that, but I mean, AC and the pressers, and I'm sure you see all this, T, is very much talking like every game is a playoff game. So if you're gonna have that mentality, I don't know if one game difference from what teams are doing that aren't you is going to change his mentality. I feel like maybe if it's like 2-3 games left in the season and there's a shift, and then you definitely have to win that game versus if someone else's loses, you get in. Maybe, but I don't know. I was surprised when he wasn't in there, honestly.
Coley, you've been quiet.
Well, I put my hand up. I don't know if you can see me much earlier. You just didn't call on me.
Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah. It wasn't even a pinky either. It was like here we go. And
I feel like that's on everyone. It's not just me.
No, I didn't see it. We didn't see it. Coley, we fucked up.
Sorry. Also, for anyone that like you guys can't tell because we can only see on the production side, but 2K and Mikey are now able to speak on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So before they were behind the scenes, now they're in the lobby. So now that means that Steve, T, and Coley's boxes that I'm looking at are much smaller.
That is
so
true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coley?
I said no. No, I don't think that had any effect on it. I think Cora rightfully knew we weren't scoring any more runs, and why waste the time?
I mean, wasn't it 2, 3, 4 coming up in the 9th?
Yep.
What is
so that doesn't check out?
Mean who's our 4-hitter?
Yoshida,
who's been swinging it. He's been swinging it recently.
He had a good series.
Hey,
sure,
because it's not personal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not personal. Yoshida's been swinging it. He's been swinging it. The double was just like a dinky, like it should have been a ground out, honestly, but still counts as a double.
Yeah. Last 15 games, 288.
What's the OPS?
No comment.
17 something.
Real interesting.
It's like 600.
650. 650.
For real?
I swear to God, yeah. Last 7 games, it's 787.
787. That's my DH.
Last 1 game, he's
anytime
400.
I cite anytime I cite batting average and just leave it at that, there's something concerning there.
Something in me was like, wait, what just happened? T said batting average, and it wasn't me. Something's going on. Something weird's happening.
On base, lower than his average somehow.
Spot far.
Dude, he doesn't walk.
That's one of the biggest issues with him these days.
So I've noticed, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of stating the obvious, but like I had like a moment of realization with Yoshida, how I get really aggravated when he grounds out to first base or second base, like almost every at bat. It's because he doesn't strike out. Like that at bat that he had late in the game where he hit the line drive past a shortstop for a base hit. He battled. It's like, he's not going to strike out, and he puts the ball in play. It's usually a ground ball to second base, but you're not going to strike him out. And I know Papelbon was on the post game talking about it because the numbers with the bases loaded, they were like 1 for 19 or something. Or no, there's 19 strikeouts or something like that with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got to put the ball in play, man. You got to make him do something, make him dirty out there. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I think it's, if you punch out with the like, sure, it's not a double play or anything, but like make them fucking make a play. Like I feel like the Red Sox, all these situations with runners in scoring position or the bases loaded specifically, they're just up there swinging their dicks off and they're punching out left and right. At least put the fucking ball in play. If it's a double play, it's a double play. Fine. But like, you can't assume the double play either. So
no.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like, it's an approach thing, whatever. But man, like how many times have we seen the bases loaded with this 2025 team in particular? And normally, like, I've grown up with teams where you fucking load the bases and you're like, dun, dun, dun. We got it right where we want you. Like, there's no, like, 2 is the minimum in this spot. But with the Red Sox, they load the bases and you're just like, fuck. Like, I almost feel better with, runner on first or something.
Goes back to that productive out step. I think that defines what they are better than anything. Like, they just do not know how to cash in, whether it's sack flies or however you want to frame it, just putting the ball in play when they need to. And we saw for a large majority of the year, they led all of baseball with strikeouts with runners in scoring position. But that's what I liked about game 2 is we saw Nathaniel Lowe had a big sack fly late in that game. Romy Gonzalez had a big sack fly. It was kind of just waiting for some of those moments. And for whatever reason, they just weren't there today. And they haven't been there for most of the year.
It just doesn't add up to what they've been when they're at their best. When they're at their best, the line keeps moving. The next guy is going to go. I don't even think they had any extra base hits in the game 2 win. That could be wrong, but I feel like it was just a bunch of singles and keeping the line moving. And with the bases loaded, that's just so, like, to get the bases loaded, you're doing what you do best. You are getting it to the next guy. And then once the bases are loaded, you do nothing. It's consistently nothing in those situations. The stat you were talking about, Jared, it was eye-opening to me, the Nesson one. They're hitting 136 with the bases loaded over the last 6 weeks. That is atrocious. And the low Vaughn ABs here, I know you alluded to it, but really bad. And Cora's done his best to kind of cover up for some rough performances, whether it was Hudson or Lowe or go down the list. But bases loaded twice. He's swinging at balls. That changeup low was getting him every single time. He was just whiffing, going back to the dugout. So when it's going well for a guy like that, it's great because he's like goofy looking and it's like, oh, look at this. Like he's helping the team out and he's laughing and he's chuckling and doing like a half-ass playing at first base because half the time I feel like he's on first base because it's bad contact. So that's why he's getting over there and he understands it. See?
Just looking here with the strikeout total with runners in scoring position this year. The Red Sox are the worst in all of baseball. The Pirates are number 2. The Red Sox are at 385. How many do you think the Pirates have?
Uh-oh. Like
how many? 385. What were you saying?
It's like the Red Sox have struck out 385 times with runners in scoring position. The second worst team in all of baseball is 349, and it's the Pirates.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So you have 36 more strikeouts than the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are an abomination offensively.
Sure,
I would have done nothing all year.
How many at-bats have we had versus them in that situation?
Let me pull that up next.
I hope it's not like 36. That would be.
Hold on.
Yeah, since the start of August, what's the where do the Red Sox rank in Major League Baseball in batting average with the bases loaded?
Last.
Yeah, they got to be bottom.
29th.
Yeah.
Jeez.
188.
It's terrible. There's certain stuff where you don't even have to see the stats to know. Like with the Patriots today, it's like, I don't need to see that they're second to last in penalties. I'm aware that there's a million penalties right now. No, I know. I don't want to get you there. But just eye test wise, watching this team in these situations, you expect them to do nothing with the bases loaded, which is absurd. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't match what their DNA is when they're playing well. Drives me nuts.
Yeah. When you're like neck and neck with the Rockies and anything, it's not good.
Confirmed bad.
Yeah. Unless it's like Blue Moon's consumed.
Yeah, I agree because the whole thing about Blue Moon is that it was born in a ballpark 30 years ago, in fact, at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado. No baseball date is complete without Blue Moon Belgian White. Blue Moon's bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer drinking experience year-round. And for those occasions when you want a lighter option, reach for Blue Moon Light. At only 95 calories and 3.6 grams of carbs per 12-ounce serving, it's a refreshingly light alternative beer brewed with real tangerine peel. Looking for a great-tasting non-alcoholic beer? Try Blue Moon's non-alcoholic, still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander, with just 80 calories. Last night, we had tied in the 8th, and Train was hammering Blue Moons. Yeah, so much so that she was like, you know what I love? Steve's mustache.
Shout out Train.
Yeah. She went on to elaborate. She's like, his face sucks, but you add the mustache.
She didn't say that.
He's poor.
Yeah. She didn't say that at all.
She did. She did. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste and only 95 calories, brightly brewed with real tangerine peel. Tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon, made brighter. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, so I said it's probably recency bias, but this game ranks pretty high for me on the frustrating loss scale. And I don't think it's necessarily a recency bias thing because of where we're at on the schedule.
Yeah, that factors into it.
Yeah, like of course there were games this year that the Red Sox lost that they should have won, or there were instances where it's like, if this went the other way, that's a win for the Sox. And every game, they all count the same. All wins 62. Like you can't win a game and it counts for 3 wins. They all count the same.
That'd be sick.
But
though.
this time of the year, you want to play your best baseball, because it's not just I'm trying to get into the postseason. I'm trying to fine tune my shit because we're about to be playing playoff games a week from tomorrow.
Jeez.
Like wild card game 1 is a week from tomorrow. Hello? Like, can we wake up? And, you know, I think the first half of the season, it was a lot of bad defense, errors, things of that nature. That was I guess the overwhelming conversation when it came to like bad baseball. Right now, I mean, well, the other thing that we were talking about, the Red Sox will lead the league in dumbs. They're still doing that.
Dumb.
Like they're still doing dumb stuff. So here we are. 150.
You got this.
I was
Come
doing
on.
math.
I can't believe you don't have it yet, but I still believe.
And 50.
Jared.
Come on.
156 games later.
Great shot. You nailed it, man.
156 games later.
Yeah.
And this team is still doing dumbs.
Jared Carabas. Fuck
It's
you.
just
What was the Alex Cora line? He had
Alice Cora.
Alex Cora.
Allison Cora.
Fuck you guys. I hate you so much.
Allison.
He said, we're going to suffer, but it's fun. I don't know how fun this is right now,
It's
but
not
it is
fun.
fun when they win.
He's tapping into Missoula ball. I
That's
made
exactly
on the Red
we need to
Sox.
suffer. We're all
Interesting.
going to die eventually, so it's all good.
I'll tell you what. If Joe Missoula pops up on this Red Sox bench, if he's just next to Tech, this will be a very powerful team.
I want him in the old Story spot. Like, Story used to
Yeah.
always sit next to Cora, kind of talking about the game. Yeah, put Joe Missoula there.
That's basically what Lou said. I didn't see
Call
the
up
video
Missoula.
or where he said it, but he was like,
Christian
yeah,
Campbell's like,
this,
what the fuck, man?
This
Yeah.
sucks.
You called
This
him
is
Joe
a
Missoula
grind.
before
It's
me.
not fun. We're all losing our minds, but like this is what we wanted at the beginning of the year. No,
Yes.
Missoula ball? Definitely.
Of course.
I don't know what that means, so I don't get the joke.
Not a joke. Very serious business.
I don't get it. I don't get the
Look at
reference.
T just draining threes.
I'm knocking him down right now.
Good shot, T.
Thank you.
I don't know. Did we talk about the other dumb by Kyle Hudson while we're here talking about dum-dums?
Yeah.
When he
Like,
tackled Bregman.
what was that? I was waiting for the wide angle to be like, all right, something happened at third base. I don't know what it was, but we got to see the replay. Because initially I'm a little upset at Breggy. I thought he just missed that the ball went by first base there. And it's like, you got to be scoring. Understandable that Alex Bregman is not a speedster and he's picking his spots. But if you're going to pick your spots like he did in this series, scoring on a ball that I thought he had no chance scoring on, do that again here. So I'm about to blame him. And then they show the replay, and it's like, Kyle Hudson, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's grabbing Breggy to hold him back. That's while the ball is going by first. Like, he needs to be scoring there. For you to have that Romy moment earlier, and then I think an inning later, I think it was only an inning later, I believe it was the fourth inning, then the fifth inning, that he's grabbing Breggy there. That would have made it a 3-2 game, and it already should have been a 3-2 game at that point. So that should have tied it up. I can't remember a more specific example of a third base coach so blatantly costing the team 2 runs that quickly in a game than the finale here. It was an atrocious game for Kyle Hudson. I understand everyone's always had an awful year and all that. You only remember the third base coach when he sucks, so you're going to point to the moments that he was bad. But That made a direct impact on this game, and I feel like it matched the vibes of this, where they just weren't going to get over the hump after the early deficit. Jared?
I know that we've built our brand based on being positive, and we are fans of the team, and we want them to win, and that's a big and key ingredient of Section 10. So I know I never try to set the tone for or map out an episode based on what I think people want to hear. I just kind of like what I think is right, so to speak. The Red Sox won this series. Like, there will be catch up on this episode. The Red Sox won this series. We haven't talked about the first two games in which the Red Sox were victorious, and there were moments where it was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Cool.
But I'm trying to read the room here, and Coley, that should have been a pinky for sure.
No, because it's 11:56 p.m. and if these assholes are gonna make us play later because the Bucks barely beat the fucking Jets, you better fucking win that game if you want any positive. I don't give a fuck about the 2 wins when they put us in these circumstances.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like Monday. So crazy shit happens on Red Sox Twitter on Red Sox off days. People get, especially coming off a loss, and now in September when everything is tense and we just want to make the playoffs, people are just, something crazy is probably going to happen today. But I'm trying to read the room here, and I feel like Red Sox fans probably don't, like, no one is in a celebratory mood right now. I don't think anyone is like, oh, we won the series. That doesn't matter. Like, I feel like winning series is super important over the course of a season. But when Cleveland loses and Houston gets their doors blown off and there's 6 games left, like, you gotta do everything you can. Like, it's one thing if I was sitting here saying they just got beat, like so-and-so went out there and threw 7 shutout innings with 10 strikeouts. He was dominant. Their bullpen just shut shit down. But like the Red Sox, they did what they could. They didn't do what they could. They didn't. We started the show by listing 5 or 6 different fucking guys that were directly responsible for why the Red Sox did not win the game tonight. If people just did their jobs tonight, the Red Sox win the game. Like, can we agree on that?
Yeah, they beat themselves. That was my biggest takeaway from this game. It's not like the Rays did anything that was like earth-shattering. No. Like the Red Sox beat themselves. And like we mentioned earlier,
it was closer than what it ended up being. Like, it only got away once you don't go Whitlock.
Exactly. Yeah, the 8th inning with Whitlock is a way different situation. Obviously, the game goes differently at that point. Those runs get added on. But that's why with the Kyle Hudson stuff, it drove me nuts. With Nathaniel Lowe, like that, those are awful, awful at-bats in a big, big spot that you simply cannot have. You go down the list of how this game went, and it felt like every inning, too. There was some new thing where it's like, God, that can't happen. Duran, in another situation, in another game, I think that getting caught in between first and second is a way bigger deal. To me, that's like 6th on the dum-dum list for this game. Like, there were so many things that happened that I didn't even have that super high up there. I know, talk about Twitter, be like, oh, you didn't say anything about Jaron getting caught. It's like, sorry, there's so much shit going on that they're doing poorly. It's hard to keep track of, how many errors and how many mental mistakes they're making in this game. It was an extremely frustrating watch.
Well, and it's just knowing that, the next 6 games, and yes, the Tigers haven't been playing good baseball lately. Just like you wasted the A series and what you weren't able to do in that last series against them, you hope to make up for it in this Tampa Bay series. And yeah, you took 2 out of 3, you won it. But when you look at how the last series went and you should have won that, it's just hard to feel great because the next 6 games are going to be against better competition where you make 1 or 2 of these mistakes, you're going to lose. A team like the Rays, it takes you making 5 or 6 of them, and you still feel like, damn, you should have won that game. You're just not going to be that lucky, and there's not going to be that, margin for error in the next 6.
And look at the Guardians right now. Like, look at what they're doing. Understandable, they lost the finale, but you can't possibly tell me momentum doesn't matter. Like, getting that momentum, getting a sweep under your belt, then going on, have a happy flight, going to Toronto. Like, that stuff matters. The fact that they've lost 6 of their last 7 finales when they had a chance to sweep is not a good thing. That is not typically what I was going to say, a World Series team. That's not typically what a playoff team does, honestly. Just a team that simply makes the wild card series. I think I've said this earlier in the season, but it always matches the feelings. When you lose the finale and you won the series, it feels like you split the series. Like, that's kind of the vibes you have when you then go in to not just this show, but then an off day too. A lot of times there's an off day afterwards, and you just got to sit in this. So it feels like you lost both days, honestly, when you don't even have a game the next day. Coley?
No,
Winning 2 out of 3, especially under the circumstances you just said, it's like settling for a field goal when you need a touchdown. Like
Yeah.
it really doesn't feel like it's the half pennant of life in Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, if you stack them up over the course of the show, great. You're in a fine shape for when those adults tackle and scare those small children. But if you only got the one, like, it doesn't really do you fuck all. You're not getting the hush puppies.
No, I love the Legends getting in there. Jerry?
I have a completely separate thought. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I bet you Steve's on my side on this one.
Okay.
I
think I know what the topic is.
Boobs?
Yeah. I have something completely unrelated to say. Dude, guys, boobs? Like, I mean...
Yeah, you guys into that?
Really great when you think about it.
You guys care about these?
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
You guys seeing these right now?
So this series in Tampa, it wasn't Fox, but I really miss Saturday games at 7. I fucking hate 4:00 games because it's not early enough to where you still have the rest of your night on the back end, like after it. Like if you're at dinner, it's like the fucking 8th inning. It's like 7, 8, 9 for like dinner for a 4:00 game. So I remember, like, it's not that long ago, we had 7:00 Saturday games and I missed them. Like I had all Saturday, me and Train went to Newburyport, just gallivanted. And then it's like, all right, then I come home and now I can lock in for the Sox. But if it's a 4:00 game, it's like, yeah, for like the last couple hours that you're gallivanting and enjoying your Saturday, the Sox are on. Like I want to be able to enjoy my Saturdays.
Wait, what are you talking about with this series?
In general, he's saying he misses 7 p.m. Saturday night games. He hates the 4:30 start.
Yes,
they started at 7 on Saturday, right?
That's why.
He's saying he likes it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're using this series as a reason as to why you like it. Okay. I heard it in the reverse. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Nothing pisses me off more. Jared, this is a great take.
Thank you.
I fucking hate when a baseball game's on in the middle of dinner. That stresses me out beyond belief. It makes me anxious. I can't enjoy the food. If it's at 7, I know I can eat my food at 5. Whenever I eat during the Red Sox game, everything goes haywire. My fingers are sticky. I start touching the phone. The phone gets all sticky, and then I want to finish the food.
That's some sticky
and then I'm getting mad. Yeah, and I'm trying to like look things up while I'm eating. It's a bad experience.
Yeah, so like during the season, during like the summertime, I love a good 6:45 weeknight.
Yeah,
because then it's like, all right, you get this game done, and like the game's over by like 9:30, 9:45.
Some of those are done at 9:15, 9:20. It's a beautiful
and
thing.
it's like, oh, so now I can like watch a show. We can watch a movie. Like I got the game out of the way. Now I can like do a normal person thing. Yeah, boobs. But yeah, I really miss the Saturday 7:00 games so that you can just kind of like have a day, and then when you come home, have dinner, and then the Sox. Yeah, I don't know. That was just a thought I had because of the start time on Saturday. Sorry.
No, that's fair. I think it's what was hitting me is what we talked about. It was as bad as I thought. I know we talked about the series finale time a lot leading up to this series. It's because it sucks. Like 7:35 is so bad during the football season. We couldn't do 7? And I get why. It's because it's during the football season. I get that. That's why they had it. But also, like, we're talking about a small park, right? Like, what's the capacity for the Steinbrenner Park field?
10,000. 12?
Like, what's the capacity of the Bucks field? It's got to be like 60, 70,000. What's the difference from like 8 extra K? Like, that's going to really mess this whole thing up. Like, that's ridiculous. They could have easily had this in the afternoon. And I understand that they talk about the temperature and all that, and it would be too hot. And whatever. Like, you're going to play a hot game. It's not going to be the end of the world for you. Now, the fact that this game went super late.
Play football in that same heat.
Exactly. I would argue it's way worse to play football in that heat. Like, yeah, we should have a rule that all Buccaneers games in September start at 8. Like that. That should be a thing over playing some baseball where you're really just hanging out for most of it. Like, come on, man. These guys can't stand in the field and make a couple plays in 92-degree weather. Like, that's
Ballpark doesn't even
ridiculous.
have proper lighting in the outfield, man. Like, you don't even have the lights like beaming down on you.
Yeah, there's
that
balls
much.
hitting the
You'll be more
outfield.
than
And I'm
fine.
just like, all right, hopefully that's caught. I can't even
It's
see who's
dark.
circling under it right
Someone's
now.
gonna
But
die.
I'm basically like, I hope someone's there, because if not, like, that's an inside the Parker. That's how the series goes. I did like this park, though, overall, by the way. Like, going from the Trop to this was nice. And I know Lou mentioned it a lot on the broadcast. Like, it felt like it was more of a ballpark. You feel like the crowd's kind of on top of it. Like, that was...
The ambiance.
It was a good
nice.
ambiance. That's a great word, Jared. That was the perfect word to use there, and you used it, and it was great timing. T.
I feel like there should have been more thought into the Trop being used this year without a roof.
Fuck the Trop.
I get what you're saying. I just don't know.
I know there were draining issues. I've heard
It
of
was
them.
devastated by a hurricane, T.
Yeah.
Like, it was
We're
a
outside
fucking-
one way or the other.
It was
here.
a hazard. Like, there's
Yeah.
shit falling from the sky at
This
the
is
Trop.
$1 billion fucking operation. Pour some money into it and figure it the fuck out so that you
That's
don't have
Ray's
two baseball
baseball.
teams
That's-
in the same year. Major League Baseball step in, provide a loan, do something. You can't have two teams in the same year playing in minor league ballparks. I'm
I
sorry.
just don't
honestly,
think it's that easy
I didn't
to
hate it.
whip up a stadium.
Yeah, Steinbrenner Field doesn't feel like a minor league.
No,
ballpark or
it
a
felt
spring
like an
training
in-between,
facility.
and it was
Ew.
fine.
Yeah,
Ew.
Sacramento, absolutely. But it's like, it's the Yankees spring training
Also-
facility. Obviously, they have like
Yeah.
tip-top accommodations, whereas like Sacramento, no.
And Sacramento's the A's,
Out.
dude. Like, the A going to Oakland always sucked. Like, this isn't, I don't think this is worse. If anything, it's like a similar environment where you kind of have the quaintness of it. The fans are right there. Like, I have no issue with the Sacramento Park, honestly. Watching games there, the lighting's way better than it was at the Oakland Coliseum, so it's fine. I just hate when he said they're going back to the Trop, because I didn't know that. I feel like every Trop update I get is like, oh, they're going to put a bunch of money into it. So whatever, man. Just like, let me know where the games are going to be. When they said they're going to be back there next year, a part of me sunk, man. I really hate that place so much. That's probably been the thing that's been missing this year, is I haven't been able to shit on it because a hurricane hit it, so it's kind of a low blow.
Yeah.
But I've hated that place so much, and I'm going to hate it
Like
again next year.
fast.
So like, you're pretty much saying like the Trop could use some better help.
Yes, big time.
Well, that's great, because Section 10 is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Wow, works out well.
Yeah. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, which, by the way, I got a cold plunge for Christmas, and I haven't gotten to try it out yet. But I think once we get to like fall season, I think I'm going to give it a go. I think I'm going to give it a whirl. People that cold plunge people, they swear by it. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I don't like being cold, but we'll give it a shot. I'll report back. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes, which is basically what Saturday was for me. It's very nice. But how do you know what actually works for you? With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take these days. Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. I can attest to that. Been in therapy for 15 years. Very beneficial to me. I was gonna get a tattoo of a turkey.
Of course.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So my tattoo on my sleeve on my right arm is a graveyard scene, because when I do online therapy, I will oftentimes sit in a graveyard to do it in my car. And sometimes there'll be turkeys in the graveyard. So I kind of want to get a turkey to go with the graveyard. I think that would be cool. So maybe I will. If you see me with the take.
When I was in college and I was a commuter, and if I got like takeout, I didn't want people to see me eating in my car all the time because it was a really tight parking lot. So sometimes I would go to the cemetery 2 streets over and eat in the cemetery.
Shout out to cemeteries being our safe space.
Mm-hmm.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally, and it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/rocket. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/rocket. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's podcast. Do we want to talk about the wins? I mean, did we do the lost justice? I feel like we kind of vented our frustrations. There's not much to beat that thing with hammers any more than we already did.
I think we hit every
Yeah, we checked on
everything that went
all the
wrong.
notes. There was a lot.
Yeah, like I don't think we need to pick like person to blame of the game. Like I don't know.
There's a lot of candidates for that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think we just highlighted who fucked up, and I don't think it really matters who fucked up more than someone else. I'm sure they all feel equally as bad about tonight, and you know that plane ride to Toronto is probably going to be a quiet one.
This might sound stupid, but I feel like there are worse things that can happen than a game like that. Like having everyone feel like they got to pick it up and they kind of owe the team one is not necessarily a bad thing, especially going into a couple huge series here. Understandable that sitting with it with the off day kind of sucks for these guys. I'm sure they want to get right back out there and have a big moment, but not the end of the world that everyone kind of feels like they sucked in the finale and want to get one back.
Yeah.
Well, Jaron Duran kind of told everyone that he was, experiencing some of the heaviness of this last stretch run or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just the pressure of it all. Like he talked about what that homer in game one meant.
Yeah.
Like for him to acknowledge it and be like, it felt like 20 pounds were lifted off my shoulders. Okay, like that's one guy, but imagine how some of these guys who haven't even been in the big leagues for that long or had the success that Jaron Duran are feeling right now. And then I think you see some guys like a Nate Eaton who look like they're playing with, no weight on their shoulders because like they never expected to be in this situation or be getting this much opportunity and they're shining out. And then there's other guys who seemingly are built for that moment that aren't shining as bright or didn't start shining until this series.
Well, that's one thing real quick with Nathaniel Lowe that I don't think the moment is like getting to him at all. I think he's just kind of sucked. You'd almost want the excuse of like, oh, not really ready for these big at-bats. If anything, that's kind of what sucks, and I had alluded to it earlier, but with his whole demeanor being kind of goofy and laid back and all that, it plays so much better when you're getting big hits. Like when you're just striking out and just kind of do-do-do, like going back to the dugout, it looks that much worse. But I mean, it's not his fault. That's just kind of what his build is. But it's those strikeouts were as big as the Jaron swing was. The strikeouts with the bases loaded were just as bad the other way.
The Friday night game on the Views, Pap in studio with Alana Rizzo, Garrett Crochet. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. The home runs are concerning me, T. What can you tell me about the uptick in homers here?
Yeah, no, it's been a very real thing in this past month. And you start to, I think, look at the time off and, kind of what pitcher he is depending on how much rest he gets. And it continues to kind of go in this direction. This was another start on regular rest, just 4 days in between. He's had 10 starts on regular rest now. It's a 3.58 ERA. Opponents are batting with a 6.73 OPS. 18 starts on 5 days of rest. It's a 2.27 ERA, a 6.02 OPS. And then 3 starts on 6+ days of rest. It's a 2.50 ERA. So like you see the difference between when he gets that extra day. And I think that's a pretty important thing to mention with how everything's lined up for this upcoming series, because Crochet's next start is going to be on regular rest again. They're giving Bayo a breather, but that allows him to get an extra day before most likely having to pitch in game one of the wild card round. So that tells me the Red Sox are acknowledging there's a difference in his performance in some of those spots. And you probably should have him in whatever you would call the best case situation for him in that game one. But the frustrating thing here is he had stuff that's missing bats once again. 19 whiffs, 6 on the sinker, 5 on the cutter, 6 on the sweeper, 2 on the four-seamer. It's just he's running into trouble where, and I know Carson Williams, that ball was 328 feet. It was only a home run in that ballpark. It was a cutter down the dick. The Yandy Diaz homer was a sinker down the middle. Like, and that is the constant theme. Go all the way back to that Guardians game, right? Like it's 8 home runs, I believe, in the month of September now. Everything is middle when he gives up these shots. And just because it's Carson Williams who can't take advantage and he flips a ball to the short porch in right field, another hitter's taking that thing 400 feet. And that I think as you just see, the command isn't as sharp with the innings he's carrying right now. So yeah, getting that extra day is probably going to go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was kind of the conversation the last time that he gave up homers and we were kind of examining that. It was, everything was middle. You know, he was just leaving it right over the heart of the plate and they were getting hammered. And that was certainly the case. I think it was Yandy and who?
Carson Williams.
So that one was, it was like middle outer half. But Yandy was just straight up dick ball. Like could not be more middle. So I don't know. But I feel like every time we talk about Garrett Crochet giving it up, or like not even like, because when I say giving it up, I feel like that means like the lead in the game. It was a quality start. I know that, that shouldn't be the bar for an ace. 6 innings, 3 earned runs is not very Garrett Crochet-esque, but still punched out 9. The 3 walks, didn't love that, but only 4 hits. 2
Didn't
of them
give
homers.
up a hit after the last homer. He struck out the side in the 4th.
So all that to say, coming off an outing like that, are you worried about Garrett Crochet? No, I'm not worried about Garrett Crochet. I'm just not, because I feel like, what was it? The outing after he gave up the 4 homers.
Yeah, he was nails in Sacramento.
It was dominance.
Yep.
Yeah. And I want to say it was either after the first homer or the second homer, he pumped 99. So like he was fucking pissed and just, smoked one in there at 99, the first pitch after the homer. So yeah, I'm not worried about Crochet.
Out of those 9 starts, so you include that one going all the way back to August 11th, that's the only start he hasn't given up a homer in. Was that one in Sacramento?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
I would love to know,
not.
and I don't know if you can look this
It's
up.
8 and 25 innings this month.
I would love to know how many are solo shots, though, because it doesn't seem like he gets beat on the multi-run home run.
Yeah, I guarantee most of them, because he just doesn't allow a lot of traffic.
Yeah, that's obviously part of it, but
which is fine, right? Like that's part of limiting the damage overall.
And he said that in the postgame. And he knows those pitches aren't where they should be, but at the same time, I would like to see also where those balls would have been out of in other parks. They weren't like launched. They weren't absolute no doubt home runs.
The Yandy Diaz was 19 out of 30. The Carson Williams was only that ballpark. Okay. I think that's also where the walks stand out a little bit. He had 3 walks. Last time he'd even walked 2 guys in a single start was July 26. So that's where you start to see, or you put in more guys on base. Is that another sign of wear? And I don't think we're going to see it in velocity. I think you're going to see it more in terms of command, because as he's told everybody, I am not a pitcher. I am a thrower. That's how he defines himself. So for a guy that usually isn't too locked in on his command, if he loses a little bit on it, I think these are unfortunately the price you have to pay.
He said that?
Yeah.
He said that multiple times.
He's not a pitcher.
That. Yeah.
Crochet?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
It's weird, right? You usually never want a pitcher, or they will never call themselves that. But I think that's him kind of being like, I can blow it by you. What the fuck are you going to do about it? And that might be it too. But he's also the same guy who's like, everyone knows I'm throwing a fastball down the dick on the first pitch. Go hit it. And if you hit it, I'll tip my cap and move on to the next batter.
He just wasn't super crisp. I think the thing that's driving me nuts, especially in September with the big 3 in the rotation, is getting hit in the first inning, man. The first inning ERA stinks. As a team, 5.17 ERA in the first inning. Of all innings, that is by far the worst ERA that they have. They got to be more ready for these starts, like especially looking at the state of the lineup right now. And understandable, they got more runs in this series. I think almost exactly double the runs they got in the A's series. But you can't have these early deficits and expect that they're going to keep coming back and erasing those as these innings go along. Like these guys, at some point, you can see it a little bit here in the finale, kind of pressing a little bit, kind of feeling that pressure of what's on the line and understanding that if they go under 500 this week, they're probably missing the playoffs. You kind of need to have a winning record over the next 6 to feel really good about your postseason odds. And when you're constantly starting these games from behind, you're putting yourself in a terrible position. And it's not like Connolly Early's one thing. Like Garrett Crochet, I obviously expect a lot different from you. And Brian Bayo, too, gets thrown into that mix. He's had a couple of the worst starts that they've had this month, especially when you need him. Starts that can shift the series from a win to a loss. And it's put him in a tough spot. It really has. And it's hard to rip them too much because those guys carry this team the entire summer. But now when you need them most, it's been a pretty rough September.
And it's telling that they picked now for Bayo to get the breather. Like, that's very interesting to me because he's been the one guy they really haven't cared to give a breather at any point where they were like, hey, we think Bayo, he carried the workload a year ago. Giolito's coming off arm surgery. Crochet hasn't been here before, pitching a full workload in the second half. So for them to be like, you know what? With the season essentially on the line, let's give Bayo a day or two more and kind of let him reset. I don't know. I don't know how much to read into that, but it says something to me. And I also think for this team offensively to be trailing early, you're putting a lot of pressure on a group already that
too much.
Is seemingly pressing without Roman Anthony. And now Wilyer Abreu in the lineup, which is awesome, but if he's going to look like this for the next 6 days, it's going to be a big problem.
Like, real quick to
especially because
that point,
Nate Eaton was going. Like, he's been doing it.
real quick to that point, T, and I know it's not just us watching at home. When you're down 2-0 early in these games, it's like, oh, shit. Like, you feel it. It feels like you're down 2-0 in a wild card game.
We're tweeting out the Guardian score after 2 innings.
Yes.
They're looking at the scoreboard and everyone's like,
they're even acknowledging it. Like Cora and these guys are acknowledging, like, yeah, scoreboard watching's a thing. Like, we're very aware of what's going on out there. So when you're down 2-0 in these games, it's way different than that scenario in July. And I hate when anyone tries to say, oh, they're all the same. The games are obviously not all the same. Like, there's no chance. Just to bring up another football reference for you, Jared. Like, when you're at the goal line, you're gonna reach out, especially if you're Ramondre Stevenson. You're gonna try to score, and you got to make sure you don't fumble in these situations. Like, you're gonna do a little bit extra when you see the end of the season is right here. It's not gonna be the same as those summer games. A 2-0 deficit early is brutal. Like, it really is. I do still give credit to Crochet for keeping it at 3-2 for like 3 or 4 straight innings. Because then that obviously could have, ballooned into something that was way worse. But yeah, the early deficits drive me nuts. Coley?
He leads the league in innings pitched, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's about to pass 200.
I think he technically has one start more than Logan Webb, right?
To 31.
Sure. But regardless, he just turned 26. This is by far the most innings he's pitched.
Yeah.
Even last year when they had him pitch in the second half, that wasn't real. That wasn't a real.
No.
That didn't do anything. So am I worried? No, not at all. I'm worried about what T said, where it sounds like they're already planning on playing in the playoffs. Wouldn't it make more sense to have Crochet lined up for that final game? And then if you've already clinched, you push him back.
But I think when you're talking like this front office, and I think a lot of that planning with pitching comes to them, they're going to look at it through the Fangraphs playoff odds. That's how they analyze a lot of this. And they're going to say
incredibly stupid.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think that's the outlook where they believe more likely than not, we're going to be there. So we're going to set ourselves up to be there. And if we have to adjust on the fly, where maybe you have to do something different game 162, they'll engage at that point if they have to.
But then you're pushing a guy, then he'd be starting on what? 3 days or 4 days?
Yeah, it'd probably be 4 days.
He pitches
like
Wednesday,
innings.
right? So he'd have
Wednesday
Thursday,
and then
Friday,
Sunday.
Saturday. Yeah, he'd have 3 days rest for a finale.
Yeah, that's I think that's real. I understand the Bayo rest thing. I feel like someone else should be moving to accommodate that, not the other way around.
This is Bruce Chen all over again, brother.
That's what, but like at that
we're
point,
gonna have
Morin's
fucking
out there.
Charlie Morin.
Charlie Morin.
Charlie Morin's gonna be starting game 162.
Charlie Moore
for the
might be
Sox for the
starting
season.
162 at this point.
Yeah, come on down.
but it
Charlie
also
Morin.
makes like because who cares who starts that game if you clinch? It literally is irrelevant at that point.
Yeah, game 162.
Completely irrelevant if you've clinched.
Yeah.
Like I really at that point, who gives a fuck where you're playing? It's much better to have Crochet starting that game.
The irrelevant game?
No, game 1 of the playoffs.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's the
Sure,
logic.
but it's more like if you need 162, you can push him off of it, but you can't like pull him forward and expect.
They're
good results.
probably thinking if we don't have Crochet pitching in a best of 3, then what's the point of going?
Yeah, they're trying to line
And
it up
I-
for
and
what
I
the best
agree
case
with that.
scenario is
Yeah,
for the
I
big
think they're-
picture of the
that's it.
season. Like it's
And
not
getting him in a position where he's going to succeed, because I think they believe he's a different pitcher with that extra day of rest.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they know if they don't win game 1, the series is over.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do
I know
too.
I'm fine with
people are calling Coley out for his. Well, I don't even want to make the playoffs, and I hope the Giants. Like that's a fucking stupid
That's what he
take.
sounds like.
But I think for me, if Garrett Crochet has to pitch 162 just to get in, then it's like I
probably
kind of
cooked.
also agree. Like, what's the point of going if Crochet is not getting the ball in any of those games?
I think
that
this
doesn't
makes the
sound
most
like a
sense.
playoff
Like
team.
big picture wise, the point of all of this is to advance in the playoffs, and having Crochet lined up on the best rest that's worked for him for game 1 of the playoffs. I
Yeah.
think that makes the most sense. And it's way different, by the way, even if they have like 2 more losses right now, I'd be more on your side, Coley, where I'd want the big 3 lined up for the Detroit series instead of the Toronto series, which would have started like 2 weeks ago, by the way. So obviously, like the fact that we're at this point now, it's
Imagine after all this, the Red Sox just fucking win the division outright.
How many games back
So
are they? Is
Cole-
it
Funny.
4?
4, yeah.
So
Is
Coley,
it
if
four and
he
a
were to
half because
pitch-
they lost?
if he were to pitch Thursday as originally planned,
Uh-huh.
how does that benefit anyone?
So they're moving him up, you're saying?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
5. How's that possible?
Yeah, dude, just win out and the Jays lose out and the division's ours.
Oh, Toronto won tonight.
That's how that works. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
They'll do that.
Yeah. So going into today, they were 4 out. Would you believe me if I told you that the Red Sox had a winning record in the month of September going into tonight's game?
I would because I looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Mhm.
fuck.
9-8, right? Heading into tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. So now it's 9-9. So
Yeah, because they
they're not- yeah,
lost.
they lost today.
Yeah, when you first said that, I thought you said they were moving Crochet, I guess, back to accommodate Bayo, like shifting everyone. That's where I was like, that.
No, it's Crochet essentially moving a day forward.
Because you were saying line him up for game 1, so my brain immediately was like, so he was pitching 162 and they pushed him back, which isn't the case.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, best of luck to the fellas. I don't. It sounds like they have really no plan for 162 if and should that be
It's
the
Charlie
most
Moore.
pivotal game of the
Charlie
season.
Moore is 162. I think they
Charlie
confirmed
Moore,
it. Yeah.
Mad Fishman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got no book on him.
That's true. They don't know what's coming. Who would
If they
currently
wanna
line up
grind
for
that
that
tape-
game, T?
Good luck.
What'd you say, Jared?
162. Who currently lines up for that start?
I believe Giolito.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
you just ride out. You're going to pitch Bayo
Look
game
at
2.
Coley's face. Like, I mean,
Oh, now you can see me. Now the boxes are perfectly sized.
I was specifically looking to see what your reaction would be, but I mean, if not, I mean, Bayo's been ass in September.
Yeah.
So if it's not
Uh-huh.
Crochet, who would
they
you
both
want
have.
in that spot? If you could hand pick a guy to be on full
Yeah,
rest
Giolito
and it's
has
not Crochet, Giolito's my pick. No?
It's. I mean, it's got to be T's guy.
Huh?
Give me Brennan Bernardino,
Jesus.
first inning opener of the league.
Fix the lat, baby.
Jeez.
I want lefty after. I want Bernardino into Tolle, into Harrison, into Early. Give me them all.
Dude, Kyle Harrison might be a guy.
We'll find out.
When?
I mean, 2 starts isn't
Yeah,
doing
not
it.
finding out this.
It's not even 2 start. 1
Nah,
start.
it's a relief appearance and a start.
Yeah,
And he's looked good.
we've yet to see him in a major league ballpark for the Red Sox.
That's true.
Yeah, I think one of the more interesting things on the Kyle Harrison front is there seems to be a pretty significant change since he got called up. And Alex Spear had this in his article, but now the mechanical change they essentially made is that hard slurve that he's throwing, which is landing in the zone all the time. Maybe it was a little bit of the Shane Drowan thing from when he got to AAA, where the ABS was really making it hard for him and the way he threw, to consistently hit the zone, where he was just getting squeezed a little bit. And now that he's back up in the big leagues, it's resolved that. But he's aiming the slurve at the front foot of right-handed hitters instead of the back foot. And that's helped him a lot, not only throw it for strikes, but it's tunneling with the heater better. And that feels like what we're kind of seeing, where he's pounding the zone and he's getting some whiffs at the same time. More whiffs this time than what we saw out of the bullpen in Sacramento. But yeah, man, he was nails. That was everything you could have wished for. And if you could have got that over the last month or so, you're probably not even talking about, what's going to happen with the playoffs right now. We're just preparing for them. And they clearly weren't very confident, but yeah, this is awesome. What he gave you, it's great to be. I wish I could say the Red Sox knew this was coming, but they
Clearly
didn't.
not.
If that was the case, he would have been up here earlier when they needed it.
He's been here for months.
Yeah. Credit to him to throw 86 pitches with how weird his schedule was. I was shocked to see him throw that much, but he looked that good. and they were willing to ride it. And I think part of it is, they're trying to keep arms fresh and extend everyone as far as they can. But to throw 86 pitches and you hadn't gone more than 3 innings since August 19th, that's absurd.
I mean, that's where I kind of give them credit for, like, I'm sure that they have their algorithms and their data and this and that and their charts. But if you're just looking at it, it's like, how do you feel? Good. Can you give us another one? Yeah. All right. Then go do that. Like, I feel like a lot of teams, the Yankees, they would look at their data and be like, well, the machine says to come out of the game. So you're coming out, pal. Sorry. Like, I don't think that Kyle Harrison throws 86 pitches for every major league team in that spot, just based on the patterns.
Yeah, I think maybe even if it's 3 months ago or 2 months ago, the Red Sox are pulling him and kind of going about it in a different way where maybe their foot isn't all the way on the gas. But what is weird about Harrison, his velocity is down like a considerable amount. It's almost 2 full ticks down. And he's getting outs, so it doesn't matter. But like clearly there's something there where his velocity, he's not throwing as hard as he was previously. He's more really like 91 to 94 instead of like 93, 95 or 94, 96.
They did say he had an ankle injury, so that probably is it. I don't know if it was
Could be
push off or land
or just not
no
pitching that much over the last month. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's part of him throwing more strikes. Maybe it's just taking it down a notch. There just hasn't really been a comment on it either way. But if you look at Savant, you'll see everything is between 1 to 2 ticks every pitch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I wonder if it is by design for control purposes.
And the cutter, like which they added, is paying obvious dividends already. 3rd most used pitch, 2nd most used secondary. So, yeah, the 1% unknown. I don't know if anyone else saw that on Baseball Savant. I had never seen that before. And I don't know if this is exactly it, but that weird pitch where he fell off the mound. I'm assuming that's what it shows up as in Savant. It's just very funny. I've never seen it before.
We have no idea what to call that. It was a ball.
I feel like he threw the ball to avoid getting the balk, but it was the same result because the guy was able to just go to third base because he threw it to the backstop. But yeah, unknown pitch. He made it up.
It was so impressive in the 6th inning, especially to put the first 2 runners on and not flinch at all. Good stuff. Very good stuff. As someone who bitches about the Rafael Devers trade at every
Chubby's
chance.
is good stuff too, huh, T?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd be without Chubby's.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I do agree. Side note, I posted that thing on Instagram today, all the pictures from Section 10 night, and the picture of me hugging you, my mom asked if you were crying, and I said yes.
I was emotional. When you grip me like that, I'm not used to that kind of male affection.
Jared Carabras.
The leaves are turning, the temps are dropping, and the weekend air is getting that nice autumn crisp. Just because the weather is changing over doesn't mean you have to pack away the fun. Chubby's is here to make sure your fall wardrobe hits harder than a PSL on a slow Sunday morning with soft, stretchy, fall-ready staples built for maximum comfort and minimal effort. Mark your calendars. The Chubby's Fall Collection drops September 9th and is packed with cozy gear that brings the metaphorical and real heat. And later this month, they're launching the new Comfort Collection. I love the Comfort Collection. I need clothes that breathe. If you saw me at Section 10 night, everything I was wearing was breathing. I've become very anti-tight clothing recently. But they're going to be featuring the Everywhere Jogger. It's the perfect pant for impromptu naps. You know I love those. Weekend errands and everything in between. We all agree fall should be cozy, not constricting, and Chubby's delivers peak softness without sacrificing an ounce of style. So go ahead, break up with stiff pants and embrace the fun side of fall. Everyone knows my pants are pretty stiff from time to time. Whether you're layering up for tailgates, lounging through lazy Sundays, or just leaning fully into fall comfort, Chubby's has you covered. For a limited time, Chubby's is giving our listeners $10 off your order with the code SECTION10 at chubbyshorts.com. That's code SECTION10 at chubbyshorts.com. Support the show and show your thighs some respect. You know you're respecting mine with Chubby's.
Yeesh.
What is that?
Good stuff. It was good stuff, T.
Yeah, you never had stiff pants before?
What?
Oof.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Of course. I've also
Steve?
had my what?
I'm asking
pants?
about
No.
Steve's pants.
No stiff pants.
Okay.
Nope.
I won't ask Coley or I feel I'll insult him.
I've also had my data breached. Yeah, but Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. Data brokers make a profit off your data. Your data is a commodity. Anyone on the web can buy your private details. This is why it leads to identity theft, phishing attempts. I actually had multiple phishing attempts recently, and harassment. But now you can protect your privacy with Delete Me. What do data brokers do? Your name, your contact info, social security number, home address, even information about your family members could all be compiled by data brokers and sold online. The New York Times Wirecutter has named Delete Me their top pick for data removal services. Well, me as someone with an active online presence, privacy is really important to me, as well as it should be to T. Probably even more so. He's probably been a victim of identity theft multiple times and has no idea. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me. Now at a special discount for our listeners. Get 20% off Delete Me when you join deleteme.com/section10. That's 10. Use the promo code section10. That's also 10 at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/section10. Enter promo code section10 at checkout. Then join Delete Me. That's joindeleteme.com/section10, promo code section10. Okay. Was there anything else that stood out in any of these games to y'all? I mean, that was a big swing, Steve. You should trademark Big Swing.
That was the next thing I was going to say. Big Swing by Duran.
Duran, Big Swing.
Left on left.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, also worth pointing out. Yes, it was a big swing from Duran on Friday night. I know ultimately, it gets lost in the shuffle, but it won't get lost on this shuffle. I'll tell you that.
No,
I thought Bregman as a whole in this series, just at the plate, RBI in every single game. Him getting going, I think, is probably the most important thing this Red Sox team needs right now. But not only him, Ceddanne Rafaela too. First 4-hit game since last year. Yeah. Through all the hotness this year, if you told me you didn't have a 4-hit game, I would have told you were crazy. Did it twice last year. Was able to do it first game and with a couple big hits the next two nights. You get anything out of him after being the worst hitter in the league, it's a win.
On an 0 to Jaron. Ceddanne at first. The pitch is driven
high and deep in the right field. Adios! An absolute bomb for Jarren Duran. One of the swings of the year. And it is 4-3 Red Sox. And I am officially an idiot for thinking bunt there.
Officially hard as a rock.
You never hear a broadcaster say that, though.
He leaned on this thing. Got a sinker middle in, and this was over everything to right field. You kidding me? I mean, that was an absolute bomb.
It was great.
Did you hear?
He wanted to swear there so bad. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I am a fucking idiot.
Steve's impression,
hard as a rock.
Yeah, Steve does a good Will.
Yeah. Duran talking to Ref Schneider in the dugout after the game that he felt bad for how long he watched it. I was like, oh, Jared, it wasn't even that bad.
No.
So, I've seen so much worse.
I was going to mention this, so I'm glad you brought it up, T. Two things. One, that was not a swing to feel bad about. That was not like a pimp job to feel bad about. That ball was completely smoked. Also, there's every night in baseball, there's way bigger pimp jobs than that. Like, that wasn't even that crazy. He watched it for a little bit and then ran. I mean, Jaron never really watches the ball go anyway, and he talks about that a lot, but for him
to hit it over the fucking bleachers.
Yeah, he hit it to the fucking Buccaneers stadium. Like Baker Mayfield really got that. Yeah, so it's
if you crazy. Put it this way, if you bought a ticket to this game, you were ineligible to catch this baseball.
Yeah, that's easily the best way.
If you remember in 2023 spring training, wait, hold on. Yeah, 2023 spring training, the walk-off homer he hit at JetBlue, that's what it reminded me of.
Who could forget?
It was a moment.
I would never forget that, too. Hell of a moment. But no, you need that. I mean, we talk about it so much that I feel like, it's excessive, but you need big swings, especially late in the game. Down 3-2. And this entire series, by the way, every single game, you watch each inning a little closer because it's closer to the playoffs and what's on the line right now. So those swings just matter all the greater, honestly, because every game in this series was so close, really. I mean, the final scores are a little deceiving when you look at the box scores, but every inning it felt like they're either up one, down one, back and forth. For him to have a 2-run bomb in the 7th inning there, of a game, by the way, that felt like they were going to lose. And with Crochet on the mound, you lose that game. The reaction in Red Sox Nation coming off the off day, coming off an A's series loss would have been ridiculous, and I wouldn't have blamed anybody. So hell of a bat flip, hell of a moment, hell of a big swing. Shout out to the MLB Twitter account, by the way, that already is running with the big swing thing. That was hilarious. Yeah.
You got to trademark it, Steve. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I put the trademark logo on it, so that's not good enough. I think I actually have to
No, you have to file it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't see you tweet it and then they're like, all right, he trademarked it. Like I have to actually go through the whole thing.
So I guess say I believe this is how it works. Don't quote me on this.
Yeah.
I believe if someone were to trademark Big Swing, then you could if they can't prove that they used it before you started using it, you could file a trademark and appeal and be like, here's proof that I started using it on this date. And if they can't prove that they used it before that date, then it is your trademark, but you do have to like appeal.
So you're saying it's a good thing that I've tweeted it because then timestamp, boom, right there. Like they can see when I used it. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
That's really good. But
boom.
Now, hell of a swing. Honestly, a pretty solid season for Jarren Duran overall. I feel like we've been comparing him so much to last season that it's, been looked at as kind of a down year. But I was looking at the stats. Doubles, he's 48 last year, 39 this year. Triples are like identical. Home runs are almost identical at this point. He's got 16 this year, 21 last year. More RBIs this season than last year. He does have a better batting average last year and higher OPS plus. The steals are somewhat comparable, 10 more last year. I'm sure he'll get a couple more at the end of the season here. And he's played in more games than I thought, honestly. It surprised me a little bit seeing this was game 152 for Jarren Duran. I know going into the season, it was very clear that Corey didn't want to use him as much as he did last year. I mean, if he plays in all these games, that's 158. That's 2 fewer than last season. And obviously he wanted 162. And because of a few choice words, he didn't get it. But I didn't think that he was going to be pushing high 150s. But you even look at, the last 2 seasons combined, I think there's only 4 guys that have played more games than Jarren Duran. So he posts, he's out there, he's going 100% all the time. Understandable. It's a little bit worse of a season than last year, but not by much. It's really been a valuable year for Jarren Duran and this team making a playoff push.
Yeah. He kind of lines right up with like the 2023 value he had. Yeah. He's like a 3 to 4 win player. He's just healthier than he was in 2023, and he was being platooned a bit back then as well. But yeah, 3 or 4 win player, considering there's been very little value on defense this year, it has value. It's not a nothing thing. And even though here it might be a little awkward because you got all these outfielders, he should still have value this offseason and plenty of trade conversations.
I do think it's eye-opening, and I'm surprised to see that this is the case. And a lot of it obviously has to do with Bregman missing time with injury and having a pretty rough month, even though he had a really good series. It's Jarren Duran and Trevor Story that lead like all the stats for the Red Sox. Like if you go to the MLB app and just look at like Red Sox stats leaders, literally every single category, the leader is either Jarren Duran or Trevor Story. Like, it's not even like an exaggeration. That is the case. So the fact that those guys are best buddies, I'm sure Jarren leans on Trevor a lot. You can tell by that video the Red Sox did how much their friendship and relationship matters. But no, the seasons they've had and how much they posted, understandable Trevor didn't have the start that he would have wanted. But those guys are right at the top of the list of value. I think we would probably all agree Trevor Story is the MVP. But Jarren's not as far behind as some folks might think.
That's a good point, Steve.
Thank you.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I appreciate when you say that because you don't get a lot of good points from Jared. When Jared says a good point, you got to remember that. It's a
good point. I think you highlighted it. The great separator has been the defense this year. Yeah. If he's playing center field instead of left, if it's elite defense like it was last year, then maybe we are talking about a 5 to 6 win player instead of a 3 to 4 win player. But if you get a 3-win season out of Duran, I think before last year, if I told you, hey, he's going to average 3.5 WAR over the next 3 years, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Like, I think, and I don't even think he did set the bar too high for himself, maybe with some fans, but even if last year was an aberration, still a very good player. Like, still a player that AJ Preller has been trying to kidnap ever since. So
He's going to have the highest WAR on the Red Sox this year, and it's not really that close. If Alex Bregman was healthy, he's going to be number 2 right now. Obviously, there's about 42 game difference there, but it's Duran at 3.8, Bregman at 3.3, Story at 3.2, Ceddanne Rafael at 3.2, and then Roman Anthony at 2.7 in only 71 games.
I got a quick bone to pick with Alex Bregman. Obviously,
Okay.
friend of the program, follows the show, all the good stuff. Great guy.
sounds like he's about to not be a friend of the program. But
I feel like when I set these things up, you expect the worst, and it's really not that bad. Now, this isn't going to be that bad. The Red Sox were 2-0 in this series when Breggy posted movie clips on his IG story. They were 0-1 when he didn't. We need more clips, Alex, because I don't know. I assume this was just going to be a thing. By the way, sometimes you do a trend or whatever, a bit thing, something on social. I get that it has like a time limit. You can't do it forever. There's only 6 games left. Like, I was kind of looking forward to a new movie clip every day, and then to go from Dark
I've only
Knight
seen 2 movies.
to I think he's just seen The Dark Knight and American Gangster. That's it. Outside of that, he's like, what do you want me to do, bro? That would be funny if you just start showing clips that aren't even like motivational at all. It's just like how to lose a guy in 10 days. Like, this doesn't
Dude,
really
if you
apply.
put up the town, people would be losing their fucking mind.
But I like that
True.
stuff. Like, I like little, side plots of like, oh, what's Breggy going to post in the story today? But he didn't do it for the finale and they lost. I don't think it's a
Is it
coincidence.
because he didn't homer in the second game?
I mean, I would keep it
did
going.
it the
You got to
first-
keep anything going if you win, right? You win both games.
No,
Keep it-
I know, but he did it the first game and he homered, and I don't know if he confirmed it, but someone was saying, oh, he's going to do it every day if he homers, and then he didn't do it. But now, to your point, the loss clearly on his hands.
100%.
But the first day he posted it, he hadn't homered yet.
Sure, but
But
once he
that was
did
the
do
one
it
for the
and
game.
homered,
Yeah.
that's when he
Okay.
was like, all right, time to
Okay.
do it again, and then didn't homer.
Oh,
But to what
okay, I
You
see what you're
tweeted
saying.
out,
Yeah.
he did have an RBI in every game.
Everybody in that building knew Dark Knight was a game 1 clip. It was a game 1 clip. And then American
should I
Gangster
tell him
was
to
game
post
2.
more movie clips? Or is
Yeah,
it over now
100%.
because they lost?
No, I think you can
No,
start it up.
I
again.
think it's more on than ever because they lost, because he didn't post it. If he had posted it and they lost, we're done for sure.
I think we need it.
Okay.
And he's got time. He's got all Monday to come up with a clip for Tuesday.
You can see a
All right.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
I'll
time to
tell
watch a
him-
movie.
He's got time to watch me. Yeah, that's true.
They're
All
2-0 with movie clip, 0-1, no movie clip. I mean, those numbers speak for themselves.
It's literally undefeated with movie clip. So
I saw the clips, but like I didn't listen to the audio. Were they like subliminal messaging?
I watched him a couple times and I'm like, I'm not quite sure how this applies to this team or baseball or the season or the message, but they were cool. They're cool clips. Like there are
Mhm.
moments where I'm like, oh, that scene's cool. I don't know the connection necessarily to the situation they're in.
It was what, Dark Knight and Money Talks?
American Gangster,
Yeah.
I believe.
American
Blue
Gangster.
Streak. Yeah.
Blue Streak?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That one's Martin Lawrence.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, is Chris Tucker in that?
It's Martin Lawrence for sure.
Is Chris Tucker in that?
I'm looking it up. I think it's Dave Chappelle in it.
Martin Lawrence.
Chris Tucker dead?
Luke Wilson.
What?
No.
Dave Chappelle is in that movie.
Yeah.
I think Chris Tucker's in Money Talks.
Yeah. Definitely.
Chris
That's
Tucker's had a
movie. Is
great,
Charlie Sheen in that
great
movie.
career, Chris Tucker.
Yeah, dude. Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen,
Has
whose
a
real
lock
name
with it.
is Carlos Estevez. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I did.
I did not know that.
Famously.
Wait. The
his
reliever?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know, Jared, I'm glad you're sitting down. Do you know who his brother is?
Uh-huh.
Something
definitely-
Estevez.
Nailed it. He is right.
Emilio Estevez.
And there he
You know what
was,
Estevez
Emilio
is from?
Estevez.
I don't know who Emilio Estevez is. That's
You
not
do.
like a
He's
big...
he's the
Yeah.
coach in Mighty Ducks.
Quack, quack, Jerry.
Oh, he was in The Outsiders?
Mhm.
Wait, Gordon
With
Bombay?
Pony Boy?
Gordon Bombay is Charlie Sheen's brother in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
What?
By the way, I might add real
No.
quick, the Charlie
And
Sheen
his
doc
dad is
incredible.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yeah.
That's
Jerry, you're a doc guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I love docs.
The Charlie Sheen doc that just came out is very good. One of the better ones I've seen in a while. It's on the flicks.
So, like, I wouldn't say I'm a Charlie Sheen guy, but like, I love a good train wreck story.
Oof, it's incredible.
Yeah. What
was
T?
that?
You never threw on 2.5 Men and just
Never.
spaced
Not
out
a
and started
single
tripping
episode.
balls?
I love Major League. I think
Never seen
Major
it.
League is like a top
Sure.
3 baseball movie for me.
Hot Shots.
Huh?
Hot Shots. Hot Shots Part 2.
Don't know
Charlie
what that
Sheen
is.
classics.
Don't know what that is. Platoon.
People do.
Platoon guy.
Barry Bonds is
From-
mentioned in the doc, by the way, so you'll like that.
I love Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Platoon, but I'm like more of like a Willem Dafoe guy. Platoon,
Okay.
Boondock Saints, Spider-Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Lighthouse.
Don't know that one.
I know.
What else is Charlie Sheen in?
He was in like everything.
Spin
I
City.
honestly didn't know he
What-
was in so much stuff until the doc.
What's he done? Tell me what he's done.
What's he done? Tell me what he's done. Oh, fuck. Yeah, now I'm realizing what we've been missing all month. I mean, obviously Roman Anthony, but that
Roman
clip,
Anthony.
man, that clip by
Yeah.
Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
shout
that
out
was so
2K,
great
man.
seeing that like every other night.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back.
Have to.
Yeah, so I got a take that's going to piss people off.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
Roman Anthony, not that good, really.
Yeah.
Was this Tatum related?
Oh, God.
No.
Tatum
You
didn't
know
really
what?
seem to
I'm
care
gonna-
too much about that meet and greet. He's like, whatever, man.
I don't think he knew who they were.
He definitely
Small
did not know who
boys
they
are.
No.
Roman looked so tall on a baseball field, and then Tatum was just like, hello, young man.
Deuce wasn't even acknowledged either. I thought that was a bit of a crazy move too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He'd be the first one I'd dap up.
Garrett.
I don't want to say it.
Okay. I think that'll do it.
All right. See ya on Friday.
Sure.
I mean, we do got catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Let's
Let's get
tough
to
What
that
would you
matchup.
take?
Let's get to that catch up.
Oh, I forgot about this.
I don't like the way you're licking your lips.
Mm.
Yeah, he's like,
Crochet had to grind. Duran's homer lost declined. Bregman's back, divine.
He spelled divine wrong the first time.
Shut up.
oh, wait.
It's a tricky word.
Wait. How'd you spell it, T?
Tevine. It
Not
feels
that
like
crazy.
that. It feels like that's
No,
how it
it's
should
not.
be.
I just saw like
That's
this
not
tweet has
A,
been
I would've
been
laughed.
edited. I was like, oh
Bro,
no.
I've been on a streak recently. I've edited like every other tweet I've put out. Every time I look at my phone, it's like someone hacks the tweet and fucks it up and then puts it out. Like people are going to think something's actually wrong with me.
You're a drug
Never
addict.
sent the tweet.
No, it's just
Never
a lot of the time I'm like thinking my tweets through when I'm driving and then like planning to write them when I stop.
Yeah, okay.
That's
and then
a
it's
lie.
just very unorganized when we get to the, final point.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
No, we've
I don't
heard
have to read
second
the first one,
Stinks.
Yeah, just the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This piece of shit.
Harrison healed me. Bregman once again praised thee. Trev's consistency. A series of haikus by Tyler Milliken.
So
Dude, that last one was good.
I
They
mean,
both were pretty good.
First one was good. But I think where I run into a little bit of an issue with the second one is that we were on tied in the eighth for Saturday's game for literal hours till my phone died. I was sitting at a bar eating chocolate cake, had the AirPods in, talking socks with the fellas, and we stayed on until the end of the game. We actually probably stayed on for like another hour after the game ended. But I think we it was because we saw you cook it up live it just made it not as special. Like
It's hard. Usually
I'm
when
not
I'm
saying,
there,
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it don't hit the same when you're like in the kitchen, you know?
No. It's like you go to a restaurant, like, and you see how they're making it. You're like, that's not how I pictured you making this.
Yeah.
But usually I'm sitting there and I'm saying them to Martha, and she's kind of giving me the thumbs up or thumbs down.
So Martha's like a co-writer on the Taikus.
No,
ghostwriter.
She's kind of like like LeBron. Whose album was it where LeBron got listed as
She's not a co-writer. She's more just like LeBron.
She's like
She's
LeBron
doing all the
James. You know him, right?
But no,
Yeah.
she's in the room, and I'm just kind of flowing it to her, and she, kind of gives me that look. Sometimes you get the thumbs up, you got it. Sometimes you get the, you're not talented, and you should like stop doing this.
Ooh,
but I keep battling.
Damn.
She's my hardest critic.
All right, shout her out.
Mhm.
Love you, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
it's my mom's birthday today.
Shout her out.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday,
Mom.
Fuck that shit for a second.
Whoa.
Wait, what the fuck is wrong with you,
What?
dude?
I held her to the fire today when she least expected it, and I got her to her.
Literally?
Family tradition.
Yep.
On birthday eve, we hold them over a fire pit.
No, she confessed to whatever lies her and Martha were trying to put out there that I was drinking a competitor beer at Fenway Park. And she admitted she never saw shit. She never witnessed shit. She's going to stop talking about shit. And I know she's listening to this right now, Mom.
You threatened her then.
So
it
stay in your
sounds like.
place, Mom. You got it, okay?
Wait, it's her
Tampering.
fucking birthday and you're threatening
Actually,
her.
no, it's fucking not. Her birthday ended 56 minutes ago. So I love you, Mom.
Wow.
You're done. It's
You're
over.
done. You're cooked, Mom.
Jesus, dude.
Try fucking with me again.
Jeez. It keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
Fuck her
Happy
up.
64th, Mom.
She probably doesn't want you saying how old
I
she
know.
is either.
That black queen, she doesn't want that out there.
Yeah.
Whenever my mom's like listening to the podcast and she hears that, she just like starts laughing like so loud. Like I know specifically that's what she's laughing at when I'm walking down the hall. Happy to be a part of the community.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to your family, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
people.
alive.
Good people.
For now.
Most of them.
Hopefully.
80% from the field.
Kath.
I'm sorry.
Didn't make it
Oh.
to 64.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
Before we get into catch up,
Yeah.
Can we like at least talk about the event, the House of Blues event for the wild card? Can we at least like talk? Like we can't put tickets on sale, but can we like talk about it for a second?
I guess.
I feel like that's more of like a Jake question and like a Mikey question.
I mean, I think we're talking about it right now.
We're definitely talking about it. I thought you were phrasing that like you don't want to bring it up to jinx something. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm not privy to all the conversation, so I didn't know it was like definitively like set in stone or whatever. But whatever.
Hmm.
So, if and when the Red Sox make the playoffs, we want like the rowdiest Section 10 show of all time. So we're gonna have like a giant projector at the House of Blues in the concert hall, not the foundation room. The foundation room is where we've done the Section 10 night meet and greets the last couple of years. That's the foundation room. We're talking the concert hall.
Yeah.
That fits 2,200 people. There's an upstairs and a downstairs. And we want to pack that motherfucker. If everything plays out, I mean, hopefully it's a home game. That ship may have sailed. So if the season were to end today, it's Red Sox Yankees in Yankee Stadium, and we want to pack the House of Blues. I think it would be bad. It's bad. I'm sacrificing not having bad karma in exchange for like basically doing bad business. I don't want to put tickets on sale until they clinch.
Yeah.
So we may have 2 or 3 days to sell 2,200 tickets. So that feels to me like bad business. but I just wanted to put it on everyone's radar to like be ready to fucking get those tickets so that we can pack the fuck out of that thing. Normally for our events, like if we were to do Game On, the events, if we did like a bar somewhere, the events are always $10 and then that money always goes to Dana-Farber. For the House of Blues, they have to use Ticketmaster. They use their own ticketing methods. So it's going to like, there will still be a check cut to Dana-Farber, but it's like, it's different in terms of how we would normally do events. So like, it's probably not going to be $10. I don't know what the price is, but it's like staff is getting paid and fucking giant projectors are getting rented and things of that nature. But yes, there will be money from the ticket sales still going to Dana-Farber. But I think what I kind of want to do, we still have to hammer this through as well, because if it's day one of the wild card, there's probably going to be baseball all day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we would like kind of like open it up super early so that we could kind of just like fucking watch all the games leading up to it. But in a dream scenario, we would have kind of like maybe a 1 hour meet and greet that goes into a 1 hour Section 10 show that goes into a live watch of the game with us, and then everyone just packing that place to the brim.
Boom.
That's the dream scenario. We just need the Sox to get in, and that's kind of going to be like a green light type deal, type shit. Yeah, them getting in is a big part of this for sure. Like if we're just sitting there and there's no game on, it's like shit, they didn't get in, did they?
I could entertain.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. If they don't get in, Tyler's on stage and it's just a freestyle and he does whatever comes to mind.
5 hours.
Yeah, that place is getting burned
comedy
down immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like a super risky endeavor for us, because it would be the biggest venue we've ever done by what? Like 4 times almost, like 4 times the biggest show we've ever done. And we would have a very, very small window of time to sell the tickets. So I think like we're going to have to like put them on sale online, and then probably also have to like accept like walk-ups, like day of tickets. I don't fucking know. We're going to have to figure it out, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take, because I have a dream of selling out that was not supposed to sound like Martin Luther King, for the record.
It very much did.
I have a dream of selling out the House of Blues, and I would like to live that dream for game one of the wild card.
I also have a dream.
What?
I have a dream.
I didn't have anything.
Oh,
I think that's what happened during the speech, right?
Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream today." Today is an important word.
Okay, there was no today in yours.
There was no today. Yeah.
Way different speech.
Yeah. I am not Martin Luther King.
How about we have a dream?
We have a dream of selling out the House of Blues, having the rowdiest crowd for a watch party for a Red Sox playoff game in the history of Boston, Massachusetts. That's my dream. Coley?
One, I was going to ask about if people could just walk up and purchase it, but you got there. Two, does a lot of the logistical nightmare aspect get removed? And I understand there's a different risk, but if it were for game 2?
They are not available for game 2 or 3, so it has to be game 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that answers my question.
Yeah, we've got one shot. We've got one shot
opportunity
to nail this. Yeah. One opportunity. And I'm not trying to quote Marshall Mathers here, but we have one shot.
Team might throw up.
One opportunity.
Give me some of that
to
spaghetti.
seize everything that we've ever wanted as a show.
Yep.
And the question is, do we capture it or do we let it slip?
Yeah.
So we got to figure that out. But I just want to put that on everyone's radar, so that, when the Red Sox clinch, you got to be like, drop that fucking link to buy the tickets, so that we can quite literally have the largest watch party for a Red Sox playoff game in the history of Boston, Massachusetts. That's what I want. That's what I want for us.
Tell your neighbor.
No. Did I tell you? I did this on Tid 8. Did I tell you what the new thing was that she did?
No.
Oh no.
She texted me a picture of an envelope, like my mail, that was accidentally delivered to her house. And she's like, I have your mail. And then I didn't respond. And then she came to my house, rang my doorbell, and stood on my front porch for 10 minutes. And then turned around and left with my mail instead of just putting it in my mailbox or leaving it on the front step or something. Like basically holding my mail hostage. Like being like, I'm not like, I want this to be an exchange for a conversation. Like I have to hand it to you in person.
What do you guys talk about?
Nothing.
Honestly, you know what's funny? I didn't lose my patience with her until when I was in the booth on Section 10 night, Monaco had me do, he's like, we want you to do an ad read. Do you want to do an ad read? I was like, sure. And he's like, how about Drains by James? And I was like, yeah, I know Drains by James because my neighbor came over to my house Monday, Wednesday, Friday one time. He was like, do you know Drains by James? I'm like, yes, you fucking asked me about them. You asked me about them yesterday and the day before. So yeah, yes, like that's what she'll just repeat herself and she'll talk to me about nonsense that has nothing to do with me or like anything.
How old is she?
She has been 64 for the last 3 years.
Oh, that's too young. Yeah, that's too young to be acting like that.
Well, she's not 64. That's the thing. Like she told me she was 64 when I first moved here, and she still says she's 64.
So maybe like things are fading a little bit here.
Yeah, my patience.
No. Like I mean, her brain functioning.
Maybe. Don't know.
Send me over next time I'm over. I'd like to.
Oh, we've already thought about that.
I'd like to have a talk with her.
House of Blues. Should I read this, Mikey, or no?
I would hold off on reading just because we're going to talk to them this week to find out more about releasing tickets.
Okay. All right, yeah, we have to have a logistical conversation.
Yeah, no reading.
No reading. Well, it's hard for me to fucking read this when you guys aren't talking. Can you talk so I can read this?
Just read it after.
Me?
Anyone speak?
Nope.
Justin Slaten?
Nope.
No. Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Time for ketchup.
No.
The ball's in my hand. I got Justin
pass
Slaten
it
and
back.
Zach Kelly takes. I got Zach Kelly takes.
Declined.
Next.
Back over to Jerry.
I thought Justin Slaten looked so good in the first game. I could have cried tears of joy.
And then
the second
happened?
game, we can talk about the Yandy Diaz ball. That ball was supposed to be inside. It was outside. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. But after the first game, today's Sunday, so that's actually Friday. Yeah, Friday's game. But to see him actually generate whiffs, 5 whiffs was pretty impressive. And that was 3 straight good outings at the time. Zach Kelly, which I would not have sent him out for a second inning of work. I hate when they start having him go multiple innings.
Mm-hmm.
But after Friday night, he had a 2.08 ERA, a 3.15 FIP over his last 17 big league appearances. 9.6 K per 9, 4.2 walk per 9. And you can balance a couple appearances each way, and the numbers are still pretty good. But he cited his wife basically being the one who fixed him.
Huh?
And she just told him, like, you have nasty shit. Like,
And
you
she's
gotta
always
find-
like,
you
you
gotta be
suck
consistent."
when he's bad.
Yeah, like
Wait.
she told him he had like good stuff, and like you got to trust it.
That's all she said?
That's it.
Damn.
And he has some
good-
intriguing stuff, man, underneath the hood. The Savant page.
Yeah,
It looks good.
we've heard.
Yeah. All right.
I don't hate Zach Kelly in my bullpen right now.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna read her
Sounds
message.
good,
Oh, good, man. Just save it.
dude. Wait, what?
I want to read her message.
Whose message?
Zach Kelly's wife.
It's public?
Yeah. Well, he told like the story.
Yeah.
He admitted all this.
When he stinks, doesn't she text him like, you got to be more consistent, like you suck tonight?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Stop
Like
He goes-
hammer the zone.
Yeah.
We've had that conversation
that's what
quite
it
a
is.
few. Yeah. Kelly and the staff had a pretty spirited conversation about the importance of being more consistent from outing to outing. We've had that conversation a few times. We've had it quite a few times. And I feel confident in myself. I feel confident in my stuff. It's just consistency part that, but oh wait, I don't know how to read. It's just the consistency part. I feel like
why
I
did I start
need
reading
like a
this? I don't
mental
even know how to
adjustment.
do this.
Yeah, I've lost the plot here. I don't know where I was going.
I've lost the plot.
Really bit off more than I
Oh,
can
here we
chew.
go.
I don't know how to read.
I started reading these sentences, and boy, am I in over my head here.
I realized I'm incapable of doing that.
Dude, when did Mass Live start using words like this, bro? These articles are ridiculous.
What words, T?
Sound it out.
Manager Alex Cora and Zach Kelly's wife, Brittany, delivered a similar message to the right-handed reliever. I got home the other night and my
Nothing in
wife
there
was
was
like,
tough.
you need to be consistent. You've got the stuff
Is
to
it
do
similar?
it. Imagine going home and your wife's
Boom
telling
sauce.
you what you need to do to pitch better in the big leagues.
I'm still waiting on the
Wait.
tough words, T. What were the tough words?
Yeah, can you read the tough word?
Thank you. Deliberately.
It's a real brain buster.
It's like 5. Still
When
right
did
there.
Mass Live start using these Harvard words like deliberately?
Gonna take the fucking LSATs to learn about the Red Sox these days.
I got to read manager. What the fuck does that mean?
Are you for real? The word was deliberately?
Yeah, they use that and intentional within like 5
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
Christ.
Guys are speaking in fucking riddles. Jesus
Where'd you go to
Christ.
college?
Curry College. Shut him out.
Don't hit him with comparable. That would blow T's brain
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even going to start with that one.
Yeah.
deliberately.
Yeah.
That's
I
brutal.
could barely even read this word. Deliberately?
Deliberately.
Send a
What
very
the fuck?
strong
Deliberation?
Deliberatelli? What the hell does that mean?
Chris Smith speaking in tongues? What's going on over there?
Deliberatelli threw that pitch. What the fuck? Like,
Deliberate. He goes crazy. Goes crazy.
Yeah, whatever brain capacity I had left was that.
yeah, I got it. We're pushing. Hell yeah.
The Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP brought to you by Clark's Catch-Up. Drizzle that ketchup. I don't think I'm going to vote for him, but I think it's worth mentioning before we hit the vote music. Alex Bregman led the Red Sox with a 13-27 OPS in this series, hit .455, played in all 3 games. Hit a homer on Friday. That was a big swing at the time, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Early big swing.
Early big swing. It's for all the, get your shit together that we've had to say about Bregman. Big series for him, 455. We'll see if he gets some votes. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you who's voting for who, but I can tell you that the first vote for Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP belongs to our very own Tyler Milliken.
You just do that while I'm mid-sip, bro. That's kind of a crazy action.
Right, it's time to take a sip.
Deliberately trying to make him look bad.
Dude just choked because he got the first vote.
No, I was kind of sitting there, right? And you go down
Right.
the list with Bregman, Jaron Duran, Cedon Rafaela, some of these guys that had big series. And I think with Alex Bregman today, I'm looking at him a little weird just simply because of what happened with that defensive play. Felt like a moment that, maybe you kind of helped lose the series. Jaron Duran getting picked off today. Another thing, or not lose a series, lose a sweep.
No, there you go.
Between those two moments right there, like those guys have deductions, even the Cedon Rafaela moment. So this might be a little outside the box, but I'm going to go with Kyle Harrison. I think that start, him coming in and doing what he did in that second game, Garrett Crochet being, whatever in the first game, he was fine. He got the job done. But Kyle Harrison showing up and giving you 6 innings of 1-run ball when we've seen with Lucas Giolito and Brian Bayo, those guys not really giving you the start you need. For him to kind of step up and do what he had to do, it really stood out. It's a little bit of the Connolly early thing where you just didn't really see it coming, and I think it was almost exactly what this Red Sox team needed. And it was nice to see them score 6 runs, but Harrison keeping them in that game and kind of building up to that 9th inning, it felt like the turning point in the series in a lot of ways. So I'm going to go Kyle Harrison.
Okay. The second vote belongs to Steven Peralt.
Packet to Trevor Story for his big hit there in Game 2. Obviously, they scored.
How about that fucking play tonight?
I know, incredible play. That was a certain word hop that he got there. Packet to Kyle Harrison. I like that T vote. I think that is a really good one. 6 great innings in his first career start for the Red Sox. To Coley's point earlier, I am excited to see what he looks like in a Major League Baseball park, which he is yet to pitch in. Packet to Masataka Yoshida. I don't think I've said that ever. But yeah, he had at least 1 hit in every game in this series, had some good at-bats, and does not strike out. Packet to not having to watch the Red Sox play games in Tropicana Field this year. That was really cool. I really enjoyed not watching games in the Trop. That place blows. But my MVP, it's not too often that one swing leads to an MVP, but I feel like this was arguably the biggest swing of his career. Jarren Duran's 2-run bomb in Game 1 was just massive. And he had mentioned it in the postgame. It was a weight off his shoulders, allowed him to breathe, allowed the team to breathe a little bit. And that situation, like I mentioned earlier, you lose that game, the sky is falling, especially when you only have one more Crochet start left after this. That allows them to win the series. Duran had a good series overall. So Mike Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP is Jarren Duran.
Wow. The McMahon.
Yeah, Packet to Duran, great series. And even when he hasn't been hitting, he's largely been hitting the ball in the screws directly at people for this month. So Packet to him. Bregman, I think, would have been a clean sweep if he had posted a movie clip today, as we had discussed.
Yeah.
So no Packet for him. He was clearly the reason they lost today, and it should be held against him. Big Packet for Kyle Harrison for just showing up and being better than Dustin May. I think he has been really his entire life, so I don't know why that was so surprising to the Red Sox. But for me, the Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP, we talked about him last episode, how much his bat had been so horrendous, and it had been. And for him to get going at the bottom of the lineup, that seemed to be a huge difference. And then, of course, he makes multiple Gold Glove catches in center field while he's out there. Makes him look routine. We're used to it. Cedon Rafaela.
Okay. I like the pick. So that's 1 vote Kyle Harrison. That's 1 vote Jarren Duran. And 1 vote Cedon. Jake, who are you picking for Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP?
A couple of packets to Junior Caminero for those errors in Game 2.
Right.
I think we definitely don't win the game without that. Also, we don't win the game without Kyle Harrison going 6 innings, 1 run in his first Red Sox start. I'm with T. I'm going Kyle Harrison.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Kyle Harrison getting some love. So when I said that I wasn't going to vote for Bregman, I meant it. Yeah, but I think he deserves, even though like that, again, like I go back to the conversation earlier, that wasn't like, it wasn't the best throw. It wasn't an egregiously, you cost yourself catch up with that throw. Because I think I'm leaning towards voting for Duran, and he also did a dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I feel like if
kind of everyone did a dumb that was up for vote.
Yeah, like there's a lot of dumbs that happened. But Duran, man, I'm a sucker for big swings.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for big swings at this time of the year.
Oh,
And my first thought was Jackie Bradley Jr. winning the ALCS MVP in 2018. I think he had 2 hits the whole fucking series.
3 big swings. I think it was 3 for whatever. He hit 200 in the series.
13 or something.
He had
And
that
3 for
ball
15.
off of Verlander in game 1 that like danced up the thing or whatever. And then
Mhm.
he had the grand slam in Houston.
It's a big swing.
It's a big swing, and I'm a sucker for big swings. Like it's go time right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would lean more towards someone like Bregman in this series because, like, if this happened in July and he was struggling all of May, then I'd be like, this is the series that gets Alex Bregman going, and like they need to get him going right for the second half and this and that. So I think based on performance, I think Bregman would have gotten my vote earlier in the year, but because there's 6 games remaining and all these games mean so much right now with the Guardians and the Astros and everyone kind of up your ass. Big swings mean a lot with catch-up. Steven?
Just confirming, Bregman's not getting your vote, right? He's definitely not getting your vote.
So I'm not voting for Bregman.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will give him a giant packet.
Okay.
A giant packet. Because if he did this in another series, I would have voted for him, but he's not getting my vote in this one. I do believe I have to go Jarren Duran for that big swing.
Nice.
The big swing did it for me. So
Mhm.
that is 2 votes Harrison, 2 votes Duran, 1 vote Sadon.
It's funny, Jerry, because he's big swole, right? But it's like big swing, you know?
Yeah, it's big swole, big swing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Big nuts.
Do you think you would beat the shit out of him, Steve?
Oh, yeah,
Like if you
easily.
had to-
It's weird you would even ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. I think you would beat his ass too.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so easy
Big
to
swing punch to his
I
face.
genuinely don't know what was worse. Like Kyle Hudson with a prime Carlos Fables level performance as the third base coach. That send with Romy was so unfathomably awful. And this motherfucker tackled Alex Bregman as he was rounding around third. Maybe he doesn't score anyway. I just didn't know that was allowed. Like for the third base coach to like come in like fucking bear hug the runner. I did not know that was allowed. So whatever. And Alex Cora. Oh my God, talk about being the second half of the Blowjob Brothers tonight. What the? When are we going to learn the lesson? Zach Kelly is not a multi-inning reliever. He never has been. He never fucking will be. You have a day off tomorrow, and you somehow mystifyingly don't go to Whitlock there. It's ridiculous. So bad. Like clutch hitting? We're hitting with the bases loaded with runners in scoring position? What's that? Base running, Duran? What the fuck was that? I don't know, man. We're drizzling ketchup, I guess. Who gives a fuck? What a horrible game. That's the worst loss of the season, man. If I'm giving out an MVP, it's going to Alex Bregman. He was great all 3 games. He's getting hot when we need him to. Holy fuck, we need him to carry us because that was pathetic. Love y'all and goodbye.
Wow. Hogdale going with Breggy. This is we've already got 4 different players with a vote.
It's been like the last 4 too, right? Like they've
Yeah.
all been these weird.
Yeah.
People haven't been taking
between.
them. They haven't been grabbing the MVPs as much.
Yeah. To the panel we go. And you know what? Who would you say, Coley? If I said someone's joining you with Sadon, who do you think that is?
Who's on the phone calls so I can eliminate them?
Lou and Will.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Middlebrooks.
Correct.
Mm.
Will Middlebrooks. Sadon Rafaela is the vote. TC. I said another depressing catch-up. He said, yeah, pour me some Trevor Story.
Mhm.
Wow.
But Jesus.
Wow.
So that is 2 votes Harrison, 2 votes Duran, 2 votes Sadon, 1 vote Breggy, 1 vote TS10.
And 1 vote Sogard coming up.
Jamai. Jamai says, another depressing catch-up almost makes you want to be a hot sauce guy because of it, because I'm going Alex Bregman.
The Alex.
Alex? So now, brother, We have 2 votes Harrison, 2 votes Duran, 2 votes Sadon, 2 votes Breggy, 1 vote TS10.
Wow. I'm begging the next person to vote for Story. Please. Please don't let me down.
It's OB.
We have a chance. Gotta go
And
Dave Hamilton here.
He's going to let you down. He's going to let you down because he voted for someone that has 2 votes.
Oh.
Who do you think he voted for?
I'm going to say Jaren.
Yeah, I'll go Jared
He's
as well.
big off of one swing.
Yeah.
You know what?
Kiss that baby
OB's
goodbye.
OB said Duran with that homer was it for me.
Yeah, that's a very OB vote.
Yep. So that's 3 votes Duran, 2 votes Harrison, 2 votes Sadon, 2 votes Breggy, 1 vote TS10, who I guess in theory could still tie. I don't know. So now we go to Will Fleming and Lou Merlone. Man, tensions are high.
They've got
All right, another annoying catch-up. This is getting a little bit old where the finales of series are lost. And yesterday, would have loved to pick a series MVP. 6 hours ago, would have loved to pick a series MVP. And there are people, Lou, by the way, Loomer's with me after the Red Sox take 2 or 3 from the Rays. There are plenty of people to talk about. I mean, there are a lot of guys who had big series, and these were 2 big wins. I'm fucking tired of coming on here after a series finishing loss that felt like it could have been a win.
It's like a kick in the balls. You know, it's a big league game. You know, we talk about winning series in April, May, and June and everything. And listen, you should be happy about coming down here in Tampa because it didn't look good after that homestand and win a series. You should be happy about it. But that's now the 6th time in the last 7 attempts to sweep a team. And this one, you felt like you gave it away early. Because forget about what happened in the 8th inning. I mean, if you had the lead or if it was even tied, and it should have been, Whitlock's in there, right? So this was, it's crazy. And especially the way the day started. You win the series. I'd be psyched to win a series down here. But I'm pissed.
Do you know what's crazy? I almost don't want to pick an MVP. I'm serious. Like we love it. It's something that has just been such a delight to do. But this time of year, it is so much about wins and getting across the finish line, which is probably why I'm sure a lot of people are going to take Duran for the homer that was really like the swing of the season. And so maybe that one moment gets him across the line. Tonight was just so annoying that it takes away from Bregman, Sadon, Duran. Trevor Story keeps doing it. I don't know where to go. And I'm really, I hate to do this. I'm just pissed off with how this thing ended.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, we're not even enjoying this.
No.
I want to enjoy it. You know, I want to sit here. You sweep this, you sit there and say, okay, you know what? Welcome back, Alex Bregman. Welcome back, Sadon Rafaela. So you feel good moving forward. But, you know, there was just too much that happened. And then, you know, I hate not saying it, but Kyle Hudson, who has had a very good year.
Yeah.
Like, when you're the third base coach of a big league team and nobody talks about you, that's a good year. And I would say nobody's talked about him. You know, the other night, a gamble, Nate Eaton scored on a base hit. Beautiful send. He was safe. It worked out. Tonight was a tough one. There's no question about it. Tonight's a tough one. I feel for him. He's going to have a tough time sleeping because, again, you know, there's some runs that were left out there that just changed the game.
It's the fun part and the agonizing part about this year. Alex Cora keeps talking about how this is the time of year to suffer. And it's true. Yeah. Every single decision is magnified. Look, Nathaniel Lowe, in the final analysis, when you run the numbers, you say, you know what? He probably won him a couple of games. And that's why they have this 2-game lead with 6 to go. But right now, it's a tough at-bat. Twice he strikes out with the bases loaded. The point is, Lou, that they've done a lot to be right here. And they get credit for that. But this is the playoffs, basically. And each of these little things just get blown out of proportion.
Yeah, they do. There's no question. But here's the thing. You got, a game lead. You got, tiebreakers with Cleveland and Houston. You're going up to Toronto. You have Giolito, Crochet, and Bayo.
Yep.
Giolito and Crochet Bayo rather have kind of had a tough September. You've got your 3 horses. If you go up there and win a series, you take 2 out of 3, you're going to be in great shape going to the weekend, and you should.
So we have to pick Ketchup. This is why we're here. What do you got?
I'm going Duran. Yeah, that home run in game one set the tone. It was, especially given like the homestand, and you're sitting here game one and you're like, oh my God, gonna lose again. And just that one swing just changed the feel of the weekend, changed the feel of everything. So I'm going Jarren Duran.
I tend to agree. I thought I was going to come on here and pull a Coley and say that the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is the Atlanta Braves and it's the Seattle Mariners. Because honestly, in the grand scheme of things, that is the fact of the matter, period. Like the Red Sox are in such great shape now because of those two teams. But I do agree. I mean, we were here, we lived it, and we've ridden the rails with this team all year long. That was the swing of this entire season. And if the Red Sox make the playoffs, don't you think we're all looking back and saying that home run right there is the biggest moment of the year?
Yeah, we'll call every moment from this point on the biggest moment of the year. There was a ton of big moments. Like it's just, I do love the whole, like a week ago, even a month ago, tonight's the biggest game of the year. Well, welcome to a major league season, a team in contention. I know it hasn't happened in a while, but the real big games right now, every single game right now is big. You got to win. Everything can change with one win. You got to go out and win. Like tonight, if you win, you got a 2-game lead, so tomorrow night, same thing. Or Tuesday night, same thing. Go win a game, let somebody lose, and now you're sitting pretty.
Giolito and Gossman on Tuesday in Toronto. Thank you to the Seattle Mariners. Thank you to the Atlanta Braves. But yes, the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is Jarren motherfucking Duran.
You know what sucks about this ketchup is that if I texted Duran right now to be like, hey, you won Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, he would be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like he's still mad about getting picked off and the Red Sox losing that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can just tell. Like, have not talked to him since before this series started, but I just know how his brain works. And if I said, your Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I got picked off and I looked like an asshole in the series finale, and I'm the reason why we lost, and I suck. Like,
yeah,
that's
he's
exactly
having a terrible flight, an awful flight to Toronto. He's going to have a terrible off day, too. That's just Jarren.
And a terrible off day.
He's going to hate it. He's going to hate every second of it. But hey, here's the deal, Jared.
What?
He joins the Three-Timers Club this year, which is Willie Abreu and Alex Bregman. And obviously, Trevor Story's got fucking 7 Clark's Ketchup Series MVPs, so he's in his own stratosphere. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, yes, okay, congratulations to Trevor Story. He has won the season catch-up. He has clinched the season catch-up by maintaining this lead with only 2 series to go. And one last thing on Jarren, and he had mentioned this to us, Jared, when we were talking to him down on the field, that he is going to get, or he's looking to get, a custom Clark's Ketchup bat by Victus. So he said he's going to get that, use it in BP, and then we'll auction it off for the Jimmy Fund. So
that'd be cool.
That is what he's planning on. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, congrats to Jarren, who is undoubtedly pissed about this.
Insanely upset right now. He's going to be up all night.
Yeah. Anyways.
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Tactical move! Incoming!
Stop and shop. Look ahead. Stop and shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Look ahead.
Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop and look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop and look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to stop and shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop, look ahead, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines, only at Stop and Shop. Big series against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. As Will Fleming mentioned, Lucas Giolito versus Kevin Gausman in the opener. All these games are at 7:07, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Garrett Crochet returns to the mound against Max Scherzer, a bout of first ballot Hall of Famers. And then Brian Bayo versus my guy, Shane Bieber in the finale. This will be a very, very interesting series. The Red Sox, as I remind you, have played the Blue Jays 10 times. They have lost 7 games. It's been a tough go against Toronto this year. However, they've only been outscored 45-44. If you can believe that. Lucas Giolito, 10-4, a 3.46 ERA, 128 whip, and a 7.6 strikeouts per 9. So far in September, Giolito has allowed 17 hits and 9 walks in just 15 innings. That's like a 2 whip, which is bad. He has to figure out the control issues. He has 3 games of more than 4 walks, and they have all come since August 9th. All 3 of these starts have 5+, and 1 has 6. 2 of the 3 have been in his past 4 starts. The main culprit has been his slider. In August, 85.5 miles an hour, 135 average. In September, 84, so it's down a tick, and a 364 average. Not good. He's also dropping velo, just 92.6 miles per hour on his 4-seam after 93.8 in July, 93.1 in August. He's had 2 starts against the Blue Jays this year. One was his first start of the year back in April 30th, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned. Gave up a couple bombs, got a no decision, 7 Ks. And then on June 28th, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 0 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, did get the win. So he has pitched well against Toronto this year in 2 starts. The Red Sox are 17-8 when he starts and 1-2 in September. Kevin Gausman is 10-10 this year with a 3.38 ERA, a 101 whip, and an 8.7 strikeouts per 9. He's just really good. This is a guy that I really wish the Red Sox had just signed when he was a free agent. 3.43 ERA across 724 and a third innings for Toronto. So, yeah, he's been a fucking great pitcher for them. To make matters even better for the Red Sox, he's on a heater. His last 4 games, 30 innings, 16 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 home run, 4 walks, 28 Ks. That's an 0.90 ERA. Fuck. He also dominated the Red Sox in his lone appearance against them this year. That was 8 innings of 1-run ball, but it was unearned, did not walk a batter, punched out 10. His splitter is still disgusting, 39% whiff rate. He's added velocity to it. The Blue Jays are only 16-14 when he starts this year and are 3-6 since August 1st. That feels like not his fucking problem. Garrett Crochet, 17-5, 2.69 ERA, 105 whip, 11.4 strikeouts per 9. Leads MLB in innings pitched, 197 and a third innings and 249 strikeouts. Leads the American League in batters faced and strikeouts per 9. Home runs have really been the only issue for Crochet in September. He has allowed 13 earned runs and 8 home runs. His 31 strikeouts over his past 3 starts in 19 innings. Pretty fucking ridiculous. His cutter was better in his last start, getting 50% whiffs. September cutter, no bueno. 438 batting average against and an 1125 slugging percentage. Holy shit. He faced Toronto twice this year, both back in April. So kind of outdated at this point, but 12 2/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. Crochet has not looked his complete best recently because of the issues illustrated above, but the Red Sox have won 6 straight times. He has been on the bump and are 11-2 since July 1st. That's the mark of a true ace. Even when he's not at your best, he still win the game. Max Scherzer, 5-4, a 5.06 ERA, 125 whip, and an 8.7 strikeouts per 9. It's been bad for Scherzer recently. As of August 29th, he has a 3.60 ERA and a 4.68 FIP. Those numbers are now 5.06 and 5.08. In that 5-game stretch, he's gone 20 innings, 27 hits, 21 earned runs, 7 bombs, 8 walks, 21 Ks, a 9.45 ERA, and a 6.79 FIP. This most notably includes arguably the worst start of his career, which was his last time out. He gave up 7 earned runs in just 2/3 of an inning, 2 bombs against the Royals. His 4-seam has been very hittable this month, 774 slug. Lefties are mashing him this year. 847 OPS. 12 of the 18 home runs he's given up have been to lefties. Blue Jays are 9-7 when he pitches this year. In the finale, it's Brian Bayo, 11-8, 3.34 ERA, 124 WHIP, 6.7 strikeouts per nine. September has not been good to Brian Bayo. 5.85 ERA, 4.65 FIP, just 13 strikeouts in 20 innings. He's never going to be a big-time strikeout pitcher, but he still needs to be effective. In the 11 starts that he has 5+ strikeouts, the Red Sox are 8-3. They are 8-9 in the remainder of his starts. Bayo was fine in his one start against the Blue Jays this year. 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned, 3 walks, only 1 strikeout. Did get the L. Something is up with cutters this month for the Red Sox because Bayo's in September. It's a 7.14 slug. Very bad. The Red Sox are 16-12 when he starts and have lost 2 straight. He's going up against Biebs, Shane Bieber, 3-2, 3.57 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, and an 8.7 strikeouts per nine. He's been very effective in his 6 starts for the Blue Jays. He was traded before throwing a pitch in the majors, coming off Tommy John, and 4 of 6 starts have been 2 earned runs or less. He has only allowed more than 5 hits once so far. He has been having some home run issues. 6 homers in 6 games with 4 coming in his last 3. His velo is higher than 2022, 2023, and 2024, and is sitting about 93 miles an hour, equal to his 2021 self, which was the year after he won the Cy Young Award. Slider's been solid. 39% whiff rate. He's hung it a few times. 4.41 slug. The Blue Jays are 4-2 in Shane Bieber starts. Again, that is Lucas Giolito versus Kevin Gausman. That is Garrett Crochet versus Max Scherzer. And then in the finale, Brian Bayo versus Shane Bieber.
When I look ahead and you wind up dead, if you don't listen to what Steve says, even then you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead. Brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth.
You chew them with your damn mouth. The Red Sox head to the 6 for a huge series that will take place in a different country. Game 1, Tuesday, 7:07 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Showers.
What?
Showers.
Well, is there a roof though?
I said 69 degrees. There we go. 36% chance of rain, but there's a roof. Also,
there's a roof?
4-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, there is a roof.
There's a roof.
Game 2, Wednesday, 7:07 p.m. Eastern, first
What time
pitch.
does the rain start though?
Cloudy, 67 degrees, 24% chance of rain, 8-mile-an-hour winds, but there's a roof. Game 3. Thursday, 7:07 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Showers, 67 degrees, 74% chance of rain, 9-mile-an-hour winds. Showers expected to go on throughout the night, but there's a roof. So a pretty crappy weather series if you're visiting Rogers Center in Toronto this week. But once again, folks, there is a roof. That is your weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Yeah, you got to chew them with your mouth, honestly. Wow. So it sounds like it's gonna be pretty bad out there, huh?
Yeah, it's actually going to be one of the worst weather series of the year, but there's a roof.
There's a roof.
Mm-hmm. Retractable.
Okay, so they can make it go away if they wanted to. What if it gets stuck?
If it gets stuck, they're fucked. That's their go-to motto.
Yeah.
If it gets stuck, we're fucked.
If it gets stuck, we're fucked, yeah. Yeah, well, you're not fucked if you use the Game Time app.
No.
I know that. Yeah. Steven, I'm planning on going to all 3 against Detroit. You?
Oh, 100%. I am fully
All
there
3?
for all 3. Yeah.
All 3. T, would you go to a game? No.
What day of the week is it today? Sunday? So this would be at the end of next week?
You're asking us when the fucking last series of the season is going to be?
No. I'm thinking my days are like
today?
mixed
What
up
day's
right now because of the
tomorrow?
Monday off day. I keep thinking like it's Thursday.
It's just next
I'm
weekend.
not out. It
They
could
played
happen.
on like one Thursday all year.
That is true.
I know, but now we've had the Monday off days back to back. It feels weird. It's like
yeah, but like
broken my
you should
time.
know, like the season ends on Sunday.
On a weekend.
Yeah, in a
series.
week. Yes.
So no.
So, yeah, like what is difficult about this question?
This is the easiest. All right, so
I'm
wait, what's
saying I
today?
could go
What's
to a game.
tomorrow?
Yeah, the off
can't
days on
read.
Monday, but then they're playing on this Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the fucking Tigers game, dude?
Yeah. It's 1:45. Fuck you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just invited you to come to the game with us, and you just gave me a whole rundown on how days work,
Yep.
and then fuck me.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
What did I do?
Why not?
You hurt my feelings.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
You made fun of my inability to count days.
Answer a simple question.
I can't go Friday because I have work.
Mm.
And Sunday is very tough during the football season because I have a lot of production work. I got
Saturday it is,
the
T.
podcast.
Here we go.
Yeah,
It
so
would probably
then
have to be
just like,
Saturday.
Here's all right. Here's how this should have gone. T, you want to come to like me and Steve are going to all three. You want to come to the Tigers? Saturday works best for me. All right, we'll see you there.
That's what I said.
I love T.
We got there eventually. Yeah, we got there eventually. But I feel like, you know, a couple different ways you could have gone about it. But
It's a life of T.
yeah. What about the McMahon? You wanna come to any of these games?
It would have to be. Hold on. Yeah, it would have to be either Friday or Sunday. Leaning.
Do Friday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, Friday's gonna be the game that we fucking drink, dude. We're gonna be so drunk at the game. What's on Friday?
No, I definitely wouldn't be able to do Friday. It would have to be Sunday.
Damn it.
All right.
He's gonna miss out on the drinking.
Yeah. I'm gonna be drinking so much on Friday.
Oh, I'm gonna drink a ton.
Yeah. It's the last home Friday of the year, so I'm just gonna be drunk, dude.
Fenway Friday, just so drunk.
Yeah. I'm gonna be drinking. You know what I mean? So much alcohol, dude.
What have I been doing? Drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake, you gonna come to any of these games?
It's next weekend we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah. All three?
All three.
Oh, hell
You can only
yeah,
do all
dude.
three.
Yeah.
Wait, what's today? Is it Monday right now?
Today's Monday.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
no, I'm gonna be at all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Drinking?
Well, Friday especially.
Friday drinking. Yeah.
If you're still keeping track of the days of the week, bro, I don't know what you're doing at this point in time. I
Yeah.
haven't known the days of the week in such a long time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Mikey, you coming this weekend at all?
America's Most Beloved? Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure. Sure. Fuck it, man.
For the
2K,
for the
what about
drinking
you?
though, Mikey, the drinking.
Mike, you gonna drink this weekend?
Blue Moons? Sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. 2K?
You're drinking Friday, right?
I'm drinking on Friday. Yeah, I'm drinking a lot on Friday.
All right, I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah. Whole squad rolling on Friday drinking.
That A and B, man, America's Most Beloved.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing moons at A and B on Friday. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I love A and B.
Yeah.
Been going for years.
Moons at A and B.
Couple beloved moons.
Yeah. A couple of beloved moons. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I
Twist
can't
my arm.
wait. It sucks that T's not going to be there. You know?
The thing that sucks, Tyler, and this I'm not gonna say a negative thing here, Tyler. Friday Fenways. I mean, they're Fenway Friday, whatever the fuck. We used to have a blast, Jerry. We really had a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Obviously,
Too
R.I.P.
much.
Baseball Tavern, but
Mhm.
still, even to this day, like even in this iteration of Section 10, UT would match a Fenway Friday vibe so perfectly. So not having you there is tough.
I'm sorry. If I skip the baseball hour one more time, I'm probably going to be unemployed.
I mean, You skip it for Puff. You've never skipped it for me.
Shrinking.
I definitely have skipped it for you.
No, you went to the game with Jimmy Stewart, I think.
And another time when we did, what's it called? When we were on the Monster that night. The City Connect night.
Oh, City Connect night.
Oh yeah. Thanks for fucking coming to get free shit from the Red Sox and sitting front row in the
My
Monster
job
seats.
doesn't give a fuck if I'm getting
You're a
free
hero,
shit.
man. You're a hero.
My job doesn't give a fuck
You're a hero.
what I'm getting.
No, you're a hero.
Load you up with eggnog. Interesting.
Yeah. No, you're a hero.
Golden Eggnog Hour.
Yeah.
T, I miss you on the Fridays, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, it's not what you're trying to say.
No, it is what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it is. That's why. Yeah.
You sure that's what you're trying to say?
Yeah. A piece of me. Yeah. A piece of me is missing. A piece of me is missing on Friday when you're not there, T.
Thank you.
T.
Yeah. You complete me. Actually, that's kind of what I said in my Instagram caption.
That was great caption, by the way. That was a great caption.
Let me read it.
Your best caption ever, I would argue.
Yeah, let me read it. This is what I said. I said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who came out to Section 10 night at Fenway this year. I get asked all the time, and the answer is no. It'll never feel real to me. I started this journey 20 seasons ago when I was 16 years old. Pete Blackburn and I started Section 10 together 10 seasons ago. Steve Peralt has basically been there the whole time, minus the first 10 episodes in those 2 years when he thought starting a competing show would be a good idea. But in reality, we're nowhere close to where we are right now without Steve and his passion and his dedication for this. I thought having my best friend and Coley Mick would complete the circle, but then along comes Tyler Milliken crashing through the wall to help give us the final piece of the puzzle. Because you remind me of the Kool-Aid Man.
Thank you.
Between Steve, Coley, and T, I think we have the dream team of Red Sox brains. I stand by the idea that we have the best team in the content game. I truly believe that Jake, Mikey, 2K, and Corey are the best in the world at what they do. They took a podcast that had some regional buzz and helped turn the 10 into not just a top Red Sox podcast, but a top baseball podcast overall, a dominant brand in the space and a force to be reckoned with in all of sports media. I'm so proud of my guys and all we've accomplished together. Whether you're a day one or a listener who's hopped in along the way, we appreciate your support more than you know. We love you all, and this is only the beginning. Go Sox and Section 10 forever.
It's beautiful.
How long did that take you?
I don't know, 2 minutes.
That's pretty damn good. It felt like you rewrote that 3 or 4 times.
No, I was sitting at a fucking picnic table. Train was talking to me, and I was like, yeah, shut up for a second. Well, I was like, we were waiting for her daughter's football game to start, and we were just sitting there. I was eating a hot dog, and
shut the fuck up.
I was like, shut the
One
fuck up.
fucking time.
Yeah. At a picnic table, I was just sitting there eating a hot dog and talking about the fellas.
It's a hell of a post. Really has been 10 years. That's crazy.
10 years. Well,
technically, no, I know.
Yeah, really 8 because
it's 8
when you left. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 for me, though.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Of Section 10 for you? No, that's not true at all.
No, it is.
No, it's just straight up.
No,
not.
you left.
Congrats to Jared for 10 years.
Hey, thanks, man.
You
10 years,
have
brother.
not done 10 years of Section 10.
10 years.
Kid's just been grinding.
10 years.
You started a new show
10
too, if we recall history.
I just
here.
couldn't. I couldn't call it Section 10.
Name redacted really is name redacted.
Yeah, what was he redacting? Riddle
Section
me that.
10. Yeah, it was basically me and
it was
T.
not Section 10.
Coley wasn't allowed to be on, but I would just call him. So it really was Section 10 without Steve because Steve left. But then Steve came back,
True.
and so did the naming rights. So really, you know what, dude? Fucking shout out to me. 10 years.
8 years.
10 years. 10 years of the 10. 10 years of doing it. You know? That's a long time. A decade. The decade of destruction, they call it. You know?
I wish it was 10 years right through. I
It
really
is. Oh, 10 beautiful
do.
years.
Just keeping the name and all that and
10 beautiful
not
years
having to
of
make
doing
a
this thing.
business decision, you know?
10 doing it. Yep. The Big 10, as they call it in college football, but also
Nailed
in my
that.
podcasting career.
Bang.
Yep.
Now has Oregon in it somehow.
Yep.
You know that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Go Beavs.
That's Oregon State.
Quack.
If you want to go to these Detroit games too at Fenway, Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. You should get tickets because it sounds like at some point we're all going to be there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not Friday, it's Saturday. If it's not Saturday, it's Sunday. You know?
Which is next weekend, right?
This coming weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Of
Do you
this
guys think you're
upcoming-
better than me because you know what day of the week it is?
No one said your name.
Oh, there's so many reasons.
Yeah, we're just confirming days over here. See?
Yeah, just talking days, brother.
It could easily be Wednesday night right now.
It's not.
Yeah,
It
it's
could
not.
be.
Super tough.
Jared Carabas.
Lord, please take me. Please end it.
The fees are included, so you know your total upfront. No surprise fees at checkout. Save even more when you choose a section. You let Game Time choose the seats for you. Snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite teams in the Game Time app to receive alerts. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy your tickets. The lowest price guarantee or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry today. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code SECTION10 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, use the promo code SECTION10, SECTION10 for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Final thoughts. How about
prediction time?
How about T? Oh, predictions. Yeah, I always forget the predictions. I'm sorry. Red Sox get swept.
Mm-hmm.
Coley?
I think this is classic. They take 2 out of 3.
Ooh, okay. That'd be interesting. T?
I'm going to go 1 out of 3. I think they take the Crochet game. Max Scherzer, second percentile barrel percentage. Please, if this Red Sox lineup can't do damage against him, I don't know who you can do damage against. Kevin Gausman has always made me nervous. He's always pitched well against the Red Sox, especially since getting to the Blue Jays. Career 3.71 ERA with them or against the Red Sox as a Blue Jay. Shane Bieber was my number 1 trade deadline candidate, and I feel like it'll haunt me. So he's probably going to shove it up the Red Sox ass, and I'm worried about Brian Bayo just not looking like himself with a, ERA above 5 in the month of September. And then there's 2 guys in that Blue Jays lineup. George Springer is a friggin' Red Sox killer. Career 307 hitter against them, going nuts. 918 OPS. He's hurt me way too many times with big homers. 18 homers in 87 games against them. I don't like that. And Vlad Guerrero Jr., as the year winds down, has been on fire, hitting 366 in the month of September with a 916 OPS. Those are 2 guys that feel like if Giolito and Bayo aren't sharp, or if someone's going to run into a homers against Garrett Crochet, they'd probably be the names you look at. I know Crochet is going to be starting on regular rest, but still a mid-3 pitcher at that point. Give me that middle game. I think the other 2 games end up being a rough ride.
Damn. Steve?
Yeah, the Blue Jays are looking to lock up the 1 seed in the American League in this series. Their magic number to clinch the AL East is at 4 now, so this series obviously matters a lot to them. I was hoping by now it wasn't going to matter that much, but now it clearly does with a 2-game lead over the Yankees do the Jays have. If the Sox play in that 4-5 series in the wild card, they would, if they win that 4-5 series, be going back to Toronto 2 Saturdays from now when the ALDS would begin. That's just a little fun fact. Another fun fact, the Red Sox scored 9 total runs in the A's series. They scored 14 total runs in the Rays series in innings 7 through 9 alone. I love the late runs. If you're going to score them at any point, that's a pretty cool time to score them when a lot of games are very close. Shout out to Nate Eaton. He entered Sunday with the Sox highest OPS this month. Kind of crazy to say, but hard to think where they'd be without Nate Eaton filling in for injuries. Garrett Crochet's ERA month by month: July 1.73, August 3.19, September 4.68. So obviously we've talked about the most innings he's pitched in his career. But yeah, want to see a really good Crochet start to close out his regular season. A rather historic regular season if we're looking at bird's eye view compared to some other Red Sox starters in the history of this team. Really great year in year one for Garrett Crochet. Prediction time, though, 1 out of 3. I don't know, man. I just never really feel great going to Toronto. They have the best American League home record this season. A lot of magical moments for them at Rogers Center this year. It's likely coming down to a bullpen series. I feel like these games could be decided in those innings 7 through 9. That's happened a lot of times this year in Toronto. They can win this series. I just don't feel super great about it, and I feel like we're going to be stressed out all week. So leaning into the stress would be the Red Sox winning 1 out of 3.
Jake?
If they end up getting any of these games in, I'm going to need a sweep from the fellas. Not just because we're trying to catch the Jays, but I need some more positive vibes going in if we're going to actually make a legit playoff run.
Got to make sure the roof works. That is a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. If it doesn't work, then we're kind of fucked, which might be a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Flipped.
Yeah. T, final thought?
First off, I want to shout out Hunter Dobbins, who's just been on Red Sox Twitter absolutely cooking, like just kind of living the ups and downs with everyone and engaging. And I can't remember a Red Sox player that was really doing that frequently. I know we've had Chris Murphy dip his toes in at time. I think Zach Kelly did as well. But to see Hunter Dobbins kind of living it out with the fans is pretty cool. Outside of that, the Woo Sox wrapped up their season, so that's the end of the minor league affiliates. They are all done. There's essentially a taxi squad going down to Fort Myers right now. That includes all the guys that are on the 40-man that aren't, with the Red Sox. Christian Campbell being one of those, and Chris Castillo, of the Mexican Times, put out a really good kind of feature piece talking to Campbell about essentially where he's at the end of this year, how he's kind of working through things, and along with what the Red Sox are really looking to see out of him. And not only is it some of the stuff we talked about hitting the ball harder and velocity, but some of the defensive stuff that really was a major reason why he was sent down in the first place. And seems to be there's still a lot of uneasiness on that subject, but those guys are going to be preparing down at Fort Myers in case something happens. So they try to get the full list too. There's a couple players that aren't on the 40-man that are going to be preparing for that, but they weren't able to get it out of Brian Abraham or whoever. And my last kind of
Brian Abraham.
I bet, you know what? He was so sweet to me when we were in Worcester. I bet he would tell me. But beyond that, the other thing, Luis Perales, we did get a second inning with the Woo Sox. Only ended up facing 3 batters. Walked Jackson Clough, struck out Juan Yepes, then walked Francisco Mejia and was pulled. 18 pitches, 8 strikes. Did top out at 99.8, but he's going to be one of these guys down in Fort Myers getting ready because he's on the 40-man and he's going to the AFL.
You talking G1 right now?
I am, baby.
Damn. Love that. McMahon, final thoughts?
No.
Not a 1.
Happy birthday to our Nubian queen, T's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout her out again. God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, final thoughts?
Yeah, section10merch.com. As always, the new drop is awesome. A lot of good stuff in there. While we're talking merch, shout out to the dude.
Fuck.
What? What?
We were supposed to get together today, Coley. The fuck happened to that?
Yeah.
That's on me.
I was going to say you were the one who brought it up, and then that was the last we heard from you.
Well, I mean, all right, it's my fault.
For sure. Someone else should have also said something. You're not wrong.
Well, I don't know how to create a fucking Zoom.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
I mean, we could also you could just press FaceTime in the group chat, and it's roughly the same thing.
Yeah.
It's my fault. I take responsibility.
No.
I take responsibility.
You won't hear that anywhere.
It's my fault.
No one's saying that.
It's my fault. Steven?
What the fuck, dude? My finger was up before it. That is complete bullshit, dude.
I swear to God, I
beat him
did
by
not.
a clean 10 seconds there.
I swear to God, I
not
didn't
10.
see it.
It was
All
not
right, it was
10.
like half a second.
I only did it just to see what your reaction was. That was worth it.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, no, I was just looking to take some blame here. I want to join
Christ
the
on the
accountability farm.
cross.
You're taking blame for the merch meeting not happening?
Yeah, man, I could have been better. You know, it's
Steve?
not really about
Yeah, I just
explaining
wanna
exactly
close up
how.
these
I'm
thoughts.
not done with my monologue, okay?
Oh, fuck.
Not
Can a
done
guy
with taking
take
this
some
blame
fucking
over
blame?
here. Take some
Yeah,
blame,
take
T.
Fucking
Take that blame, T.
Jesus.
What else you got on the
I don't
blame,
even
T?
want to. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm so sick with myself and my behavior and how I've been going about shit. It's fucking pathetic.
It's a classic
Talk
T to
about
put
being a
the
fucking
finger up and
loser.
like, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Like you
Yeah.
said, call
Yeah.
on me.
Fucking Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? If you're listening to this, boo me right now. Tweet at me and boo me. I deserve it.
No, it's not. It's on me. It's on me.
So as I was saying, shout out
Steve.
to the guy in the Section 10 shirt that was in the perfect
Oh,
spot
Friday night.
the entire game. And I feel like maybe he saw the tweet. I'm blanking on what his name was, but I'm pretty sure it's a guy I met in New York during that run in 2018. I think he was there when they clinched the division there. I believe, they clinched on a loss, didn't they? It was like a Teixeira Grand Slam or something like that.
Yeah.
But
That was
anyway,
2017.
17, yeah, one of those years. I think I met him that year.
Oh,
but
fuck.
shout out to that guy. New merch is awesome. Get the new merch. And just Red Sox wise, just kind of looking at this week, you obviously got 6 games left. I know I did my whole playoff clinching tweet with the Guardians. Will called me out for it. Unfortunately, Will was incorrect. That was, Will, you had me scared there for a second. But 5-1 clinches a playoff spot, no matter what. Obviously, that's kind of tough when you got the Jays and Tigers coming up here. Maybe not, though, because the Tigers kind of suck right now. 4-2, you kind of need a miracle to not make it if you go 4-2. Feels like 3-3 is that no man's land. So that's kind of what the deal is right now. There's too many scenarios to go through all the specific ones, but the projection for the 6th seed right now is 87 wins. That would mean the Red Sox need to go 3-3 to get to that 87 win mark. And obviously you have tiebreakers over most of these teams. You don't have it over the Mariners. You don't have it over the Tigers. You can still get it over the Tigers. You'd have to sweep them. That seems unlikely, just sweeping any team right now. But who knows? Tigers playing really bad ball at the worst time for them. Best time for us. It's really weird going into last series thinking, oh yeah, the Guardians, man. Got to watch the Guardians and see what's going on there. The Guardians, I'm not even really that worried about them anymore because they'll probably just win the Central. And then you don't really have to, be concerned about what the results of their games are. So 3 losses to be had by either the Guardians or the Tigers this week. That's massive. Sox just got to win, man. There's a good chance they get to that Tiger series on Friday, and you just got to win like 1 game to get in. That's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah, that'd be huge because we're gonna be fucking trashed. So,
I know. I don't want
yeah.
that ticket. I want to be able to drink on Friday, man. I don't want to be stressed.
Yeah. No, yeah, me neither. We're gonna be hammered, so I'm pumped for that. Yeah, I mean, if they clinch on Friday, then we can run on the field. It's trashed.
Yeah. The goal should be they clinch Friday, and then we've just been drinking, and then we can drink on the field, man.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
I'm so rooting for that, man. They clinch, and then we just get to drink even more, man.
Shove a blue moon up my ass on Friday.
If they clinch Friday, a moon's going up my cheeks. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Jake's takes?
I had some awesome stuff written down, but I just realized I have no idea how to read it. So I'm just going to say go Sox and toss it back to you, Jared.
Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that.
Why do I feel like that's a shot at me?
No
idea why you'd come to that.
I don't understand the connection. What's the connection?
I don't know.
Guys, I was trying to force himself in.
It felt like for attention. No, it just felt like a lightly veiled, shot.
Veiled?
No. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I feel like he deliberately called out to you there.
Yeah. Tough. That was like one time. This was like in 2015, like our first season. I don't even think Steve is there yet. Pete said Ari, Like as in like things could go awry.
Oh,
he is like, yeah, things could go awry, and I was like, is that slang? I was like, what does that mean?
Just about to go Ari this weekend, man.
Yeah,
I had that issue with the word preface. Or, like I thought it was preface.
Yeah, we can tell.
Preface, not preface. But I was like in college, like confidently using that word like regularly.
I used to have this real problem with this word preface. And like,
I was like, no,
I don't have the problem anymore. But like I used
like
to.
I'd walk into a room and I'd be like, let me preface this for you guys. Like dead serious. And no one corrected me for a very long time.
It used to be a massive issue. Like I've gotten past it. But
yeah. That shit's way in the past now, but
preface.
Yeah.
It just looks like that's how it should be said.
It does.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I was a kid who read a lot, but I didn't talk a lot, so I had a hard time like hearing words out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't talk a lot?
No. I was a quiet kid.
Huh?
Constantly engulfed in flames. He was probably screaming a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Internally.
Well, all right.
Yep.
Enjoy
Sub
your off
2.
day, everyone.
Here we go.
Huh?
I said sub 2.
Have a nice Thursday.
Sub 2 pod. Yeah. What we come in at, Jake?
249.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like a sub 2 plus a bonus hour.
Yeah. You're welcome for the bonus hour, everybody.
Yeah, we did a sub 2, but like we got that bonus pod on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like an off-season pod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what it's like.
I'm excited for DMs again, but obviously got to win the World Series first.
What?
I'm saying DMs is normally one of our off-season ones, you know?
I thought you meant like they have to win the World Series to bring that segment back.
No, I'm just saying we got some things to sift through before DMs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Got to get in that duck boat.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yep. All right. Thank you guys for listening to the show and watching it on YouTube and all that, and going to section10merch.com to get your merch. And hopefully we got to fire up this fucking merch meeting, Coley, because the 10th is right around the corner.
Yeah, it happens quick.
It really does. It's like you're 1 second you're promoting the merch drop on the 10th. The next thing you're like, oh shit, it's almost the 10th again.
New 10th.
Yeah, big time. All right. Enjoy your off day, and we'll see you back here Thursday night, Friday morning for you, and the return of Just the Nuts on Tuesday. The McMahon, the J. Hay Kid, and myself streaming Tuesday night. Just the Nuts. We'll see you there. Buenas noches, amigos.